ago. My husband Ryan died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Red card penalty.
Score big with Waba Grill's new Red Card Combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of a blaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new Penalty Punch, a premium wood beverage loaded with sweet mango popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the Red Card Combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
Your next Subaru is waiting for you at Subaru of Glendale. Lease a brand new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium CVT for just $147 a month plus tax for 36 months. One at this payment. VIN TY52 1782. MSRP $37,275. $65.88 due at signing. $147 a month plus tax. Call 888-855-6434 or check out SubaruofGlendale.net. 10,000 miles a year. Model code TDD-11. Subaru Motors Finance. Lease rates extended to well-qualified buyers with above average credit. Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers may qualify. Security deposit required.
Right now, there's a real demand for experienced brick and block layers. You can earn up to $55.10 an hour, plus full family health care, vision, dental, a pension, and annual pay increases. Not just a job, that's a future. The work, projects you could drive by and say, yeah, I built that. Plus, free safety training, a union that has your back, and contractors ready to invest in you. Now's the time to join the International Union of Bricklayers and Allied Craftsmen Local 4. Call the Hall at 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org. Become a part of the best hands in the business.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
The LA Card Expo returns June 27th and 28th to the Warner Center Marriott in Woodland Hills. Sports cards, Pokemon, TCG, autographed memorabilia, rare finds, and more, all under one roof. With over 150 vendor tables, there's something for serious collectors, casual fans, and the whole family. Show hours are Saturday, June 27th, 9:30 to 5, and Sunday, June 28th, 10 to 4. For tickets and info, visit LACardExpo.com. That's LACardExpo.com. Don't miss the LA Card Expo, June 27th and 28th.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-568-2790, 800-568-2790, or biglou.com.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles. Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Friday afternoon.
Mason, Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go.
Oh, dipsy-doo between the legs. I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
Feel Good Friday and F-It Friday. Hall of Famers are off today. The vacation rolls on in the summer. But guess who's here to talk hoops, Jack? Momo, Ramona Shelburne, and Andy Kamenetzky. Yes, Andy has that Locked On Lakers podcast. We'll talk Dodgers baseball, World Cup. Let's do it. Funch lover, producer Funch is sitting in for Emily. Brian Cohen's here, the social team in the back, and you.
Yeah.
Beef stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah.
So with that said, let's get this show on.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
What they call me is a cornhole savant.
Buster!
I am personally a smooth guy.
No. EK and Momo.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And I will say on behalf of Ramona Shelburne, both good and bad afternoon, because we are waiting on Momo. It is not her fault. Got a text from her. Be there right at noon, or I guess maybe a few minutes after noon. Hit some BS traffic by Dodger Stadium. And I honestly, man.
It is BS around here, I'll tell you that.
It is BS around here. And frankly, it's doubly BS given Momo's personal situation. She's in a boot. She needs all of the lead time possible in order to get up here. I don't know if you saw her walking yesterday. She's actually in double boots. Like, she's in one boot to deal with the torn ligaments in her ankle, and then another boot to basically balance out the medical boot. And when she's walking, she kind of looks like John Wayne. Like, she really has to brace herself and give herself a good base, because this is particularly awkward, especially when she's walking. For those who've never been in the station before, our listeners, when you leave the studio portion and then you want to go into kind of the office area, the kitchen, you have to walk down a slight ramp.
Yes.
The slight ramp is when Momo really goes John Wayne. And again, it's not her fault. Like, she has no choice because she's in these double boots. But I feel like this is an especially bad time for Momo to be dealing.
From Momo.
Oh.
Elevator. Sorry.
They need to be, the security downstairs, they need to be giving her, an express elevator up here and an escort. There is no time to waste. Where's her scooter? Where's her rascal? Where's somebody to put Momo, on their back, piggyback style, and carry her in here? She's in boots. Come on now. Who's helping out Momo? Funchy, why are you not down there?
Because I'm here with you.
I'm here. Speaking of here, the summer of soccer's here. Rock and Brews, your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens with game day food, drink specials, and unbeatable atmosphere. Bring your crew. Cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. By the way, our summer of soccer events have been going off. There have been big crowds showing up at all of them.
Yes, Beto was at Northgate yesterday, Mercado, in South Coast?
Yeah, we had one yesterday at the bike. I forgot.
Oh, yes, the afternoon show was there.
Yeah, I apologize, I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I know there was a crowd there. I have done at least 2 summer of soccer remotes. The bike shed, and there were a lot of people there. Momo is joining us now. She is walking in, I was saying before, Momo, I feel doubly bad for you right now because it's not just traffic.
I can't hurry.
That's what I said. You are in double boots. It's not just a boot. It's
terrible.
Essentially 2 boots.
I know. And also, why do we have to have traffic breaks for no reason? What? They I think it's just the cops flexing on everyone.
So it was one of those.
Yeah, but I don't even think they were doing anything. I think they were just messing around.
Were they?
I was like, is there an accident here? There's nothing.
Were they doing the swerve?
Yeah, the swerve. They're like, look at me.
I hate that.
They're showing off.
I saw 2 of them on the way here. One on the other side of the freeway and one where I was like, is this like trading day?
What, was it a cop car or cop motorcycle?
Car.
Oh.
They were having so much. And I was like, I got to go. We can't just sit here. Maybe there was some road stuff, detritus on the road or whatever.
But you didn't see anything.
No, I thought there was an accident. And I was like, oh, I better get off. No, nothing.
There's nothing worse, by the way, than
why are we doing this?
When you're at you're stuck in a 3-block traffic jam that takes 20 minutes to get 3 blocks. Then you get to the end of it and you're like, there's nothing here.
There's nothing here. I need to see an actual wreck or something. I mean, I don't want to see people get hurt, but something needed to be causing this.
I demand a traffic
accident.
But
I really think it's a training day for cops or something. There was one on the other side of the freeway too.
Did you
Not
see,
in the same place, but
did you see someone
right.
on the side of the road with a clipboard taking notes or anything like that?
No, but I think they just have fun doing that. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, I was saying you needed an escort up here on top of it with the elevator and the boots. This is tough.
It's a whole thing. It's so embarrassing everywhere I go. I feel like I'm cross country skiing.
I said earlier, I don't know if you heard it or not, but because you have the double boots and there's
double boots,
there's a lack of stability. There are times when you've got a bit of a John Wayne walk going, just to make sure that you're really properly
Honestly,
supported.
the only thing I can compare it to is being 9 months pregnant. Like when you got the waddle.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I got a little waddle.
It sucks. It really sucks. When do you get those off?
It's a couple weeks.
Okay.
Like they said 6 weeks, so this is 3 weeks from when I did it.
I bet you cannot wait.
Oh yeah, but I mean I take them off a little bit here and there. Like I take them off when I'm around the house a little.
So you
like I don't wear it to bed.
No, but I assume when you're walking about, you have to have them on.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want a setback. You've gotten this far.
No, I know. It's so annoying.
I know.
Anyway, how are you?
I think better than you.
Yeah. I was yesterday I was like I made it through most of the show like highly caffeinated, and then I had like the brain glitch. We were doing the game and I was like, how do I do this game?
You briefly forgot DeAndre's name.
I know I remembered his name, but I was like, do I go to you and then DeAndre, or do I go to you and then Funchess? Because I really only had like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep that night.
The blank stare
I was
you
like,
had
what
at DeAndre.
do I do next?
Because I actually said at one point DeAndre, because I thought maybe you just blanked on DeAndre's name because you were that tired.
No, it was like like you know how you just push through a not sleeping night, because you saw I wrote that big story that came out today.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
It's like it was like a glitch in the Matrix. Like it was like, how do I run the game? Like I could not enunciate the words. It was hard for me to read them.
Well, for what it's worth, and we will talk about it, it is a good piece. You and Jamal Collier, that piece that you wrote about one of your specialties, Momo, the TikTok.
The TikTok. Do people know what a TikTok is?
Explain.
It's actually what's old is new. Okay, so back in the day when we were growing up, Sports Illustrated would do this. Is they would take 3 or 4 days after a big news event. It was a weekly magazine. Maybe it still is. I don't know, but it was They would write a story of like, okay, you watched the game, you read the stories that right afterwards, and then now 3 or 4 days afterwards, we're going to tell you what really happened and really behind the scenes, blow by blow, all the big grand themes. And a lot of it was, so this one was about the Giannis Antetokounmpo trade and why it finally came together. And I think the message, and this is, we were stuck in, and we were battling with editors and stuff like that a little bit yesterday, because my sense was, everybody is so sick of everything that happened in Milwaukee. They don't want to read any of that recap. Like, I want to just breeze through that stuff so fast because do you need me to go blow by blow anymore?
I don't. Maybe you'd have to go back to Dwight Howard and the Dwightmare.
Yeah, that's right.
I think to really reach a story where people in like NBA media, people in sports media, and
just so sick of it.
Well, I was going to say, we live for content because now we have to talk 24/7. Any story we will cling to, all of us were like, get this done. I'm sick of Giannis.
And honestly, I think it's really hurt his brand. That's usually what happens with these things. They become so old and so everybody's so sick of it. And so there was a quote in the story, like it just got so yucky at the end. I think everybody was fine moving on. And there wasn't even, they weren't even torching each other on the way out. It was like, everyone was like, fine, see you later. But, there was at the end of the story, I'll skip to the end. There's a sign in the window at the Antetokounmpo brothers store, which is across the street from Fiserv Forum.
Wait, what type of store?
It's a clothing store. It's like they have clothes that they sell, their brand. I think the name of it is Antetokounmpos.
Is it like Big Baller Brand?
A little bit, yeah, but they did it.
But
legit.
They don't damage your ankles?
No.
Well, also, if you buy something, it shows up. Somebody, most of the stores are in.
You don't get injured wearing their clothing?
Yeah. Most of the stores are in Greece, but there's one store that's across the street from the arena there in Milwaukee. And when Jamal was up there the other day for the press conference after the draft, he sent me a picture. He goes, I don't know if you can use this, but I thought this was interesting. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. There's a sign that's like literally like, hey, we're closed temporarily while we restock our inventory. We'll reopen on June 30th. Thank you for your patience. And I was like, oh my God. What happens to that store there?
I would not. I'll say this. I would not set my calendar to a strict June 30th reopening.
Yeah, probably not. I think somebody is going to release that space.
Yes.
The fun part for me in writing these TikToks is you get a lot of the behind the scenes of like when the deal was finally done. So John Horst is the general manager in Milwaukee, and usually he played college basketball at some small school that you've probably never heard of, like Rochester College. It's in Minnesota or Michigan or something. And he always sends out a note around 6:00 saying, "Hey, anybody want to play pickup basketball?" You know, like when you're working these long days, you kind of have to do something like that to break it up. And you could go home and see your family, or you could go play pickup basketball. And you're like, he sends it out. We'll have dinner. We'll order dinner in. We're all going to work till midnight. So Sunday night was one of those nights, like everyone was going to work late. But it was also Father's Day. And Horst had spent weeks and really months canvassing the league for the best offers he could get for Antetokounmpo. And they had gotten to the end of the road, and they had 2 finalists, Boston and Miami, and their final offers were basically in. And they had kind of left word with both teams like, hey, now we need to go really debate these 2 offers. We'll get back to you when we have a decision. It was almost like a papal, like a conclave.
So
right?
you're waiting for the smoke to finally...
like white smoke or black smoke. So they saw white smoke in Miami and black smoke in Boston, right? But it
more
was
like red smoke and green smoke.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but they so that was Sunday night, and Horst, instead of sending out the email about hey, does anyone want to pick up basketball? It's like, let's just go home. I'm gonna go see my kids for Father's Day. They got home around 10. The kids were waiting up for him. They were like 13 and 9, so they're waiting up. They give him a bottle of cologne. They have some cake.
I actually stuck on that when I read this because there's the old joke, and there's an Eddie Murphy routine about him getting Brute cologne, Brute
totally,
by Fabergé.
Totally.
And it's just the most underwhelming, anticlimactic present. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, were Momo and Jamal speaking metaphorically about the Father's Day celebration, like the cake, card, and a bottle of cologne? Or was this actually what John Horst got?
That's actually what he got.
Wow.
See, I just know things.
He got Brute by Fabergé.
I don't know if it's Brute. I didn't name the cologne. I know he just got cologne. Okay, so then in Miami, this is where now they're waiting for word. And, Horst goes home, and it's almost like you've reached the end of the road. So you're like, I can kind of breathe. I mean, I know we still have to decide between the 2 offers, but I can kind of breathe. And he slept fine that night. It was like, I'm about to trade the most important player in franchise history, but you kind of got to the point where it's decision time. We're doing this. And in Miami, that's when they really couldn't sleep, because now they're like, okay, hey, what if we get him? How do we build the team? Oh my gosh, that's a good problem to have, but also a problem. There's a lot they got to deal with. B, if we don't get him, what do we do with all these guys who now heard their names in trade rumors for 2 straight years? And that's awkward and uncomfortable and all that. And then, but it didn't solve the problem. They were a play-in team last year. They're not good. They need to get a star. So now they go back to the drawing board trying to get another star. So their general manager just was up all night, couldn't sleep at all, waiting for word, and there's nothing you can do about it. And his in his office, there's this poster. It's from The Godfather 2, which, by the way, I thought was a Don Corleone line, but it's actually said to Don Corleone by Hyman
Roth.
There it is.
He says it to Michael Corleone.
Okay.
Says it to Michael Corleone. I believe I don't remember if it's in Miami or in his house.
Okay.
But yes,
the line is, this is the business we have chosen.
Yep.
And the way that this poster is in his office is years ago, he's walking by the cigar shop in Birmingham, Michigan, and he sees it and he's like, oh, I need to have this. I think everybody's, he's a big movie guy, play guy, whatever. I'm going to stand outside until this owner comes home, and I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse, obviously. And that stood out there for hours. And finally the cigar shop opens and gets the painting, and then gets the poster.
Did he say that either his signature or his brains would be on that contract for the
I
sale
don't know.
of the poster?
I don't know how much he paid. I assume it was enough to convince the owner to let him have the poster. And then at his house is this amazing Animal House poster, which was coveted for years, signed by John Belushi and Landis, the director, right? Original, and in this auction, when somebody decides I'm going to have something, you ever seen anyone bid in an auction?
Yes. I've never been to it, but I've seen it televised or whatnot.
So the idea is, if you're in an auction, sometimes okay, I'm going to go to about this price, and then sometimes you're like, I'm going to get it no matter what. And I think that's the perfect metaphor with Giannis. These 2 paintings or posters were just so rare, and he had to have it. I mean, this is This is what it's been like with Giannis for a decade. Like, he's been calling John Horst every single year saying, hey, who do you like on our roster? Who do we like on your roster? And saying, I like Giannis. And Horst would go, that's nice. We're not trading Giannis.
We're sure you do like Giannis.
Yeah. And everybody else does too. Thank you very much. We're not trading him. But it plants a seed. And I think that long play of the Miami Heat saying, we like Giannis, we want to have Giannis on our team. If there's ever a day that you come to trade him, make sure you call us. And I think that's really what this story was, is the Heat had just locked in on him for years. They've said no to other trades because they needed to keep or said no, or did put certain pieces in because they had to keep their powder dry. And I think about how you build a team in the modern NBA. I don't know if this will work. Like, they have 2 stars. They have Bam Adebayo and Giannis. One's a superstar and one's a star. Like, if you're going, one's a top 5 player and one's a top 25 player. Is that enough? Well,
it's interesting too, and we'll talk about this next coming up, because also Max Kellerman and Rich Paul were talking about a trade that the Lakers perhaps needed to make and did not. But I think also because Pat Riley and the Lakers are connected in a lot of different ways in a lot of different ways, but I think also in terms of worldview with building rosters. Yeah. Like, there's a commonality of old world versus new world thinking, so we'll get into that. Also, Rich Paul and Max Kellerman's comments about the Lakers. That's all next. Mason in Ireland, Andy Kamenetzky, Momo's here, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The next great story in Los Angeles is happening in Glendale. Hyundai of Glendale is now open. Lease a new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SC for just $299 a month. Plus, enjoy owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net. $299 per month plus tax. Closed in lease for 24 months. $39.99 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. On approved above average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 75 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 6/30/26.
Summer of soccer is here, and there's no better place to watch than Rockin' Brews. Catch every match on massive LED screens with surround sound, drink specials, and game day favorites like our new El Clasico burger. Whether you're backing Team USA or cheering on your home country, grab your crew, raise a glass, and catch every match at Rockin' Brews, serving those who rock. Visit rockinbrews.com for your nearest location.
Call Jacob. Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
You already know how to count. You already know who to call. Simple counting pattern that lands on Jacob every time. 800-345-6789.
So basically, if you can count to 9, you can count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So I want to ask you guys if I am crazy. Okay. And if there's something wrong with me.
I like this.
The
answer, yes and yes.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
Jimmy Cliff, The Harder They Come, arguably the greatest soundtrack ever. The Harder They Come soundtrack. It is an absolute banger. Just Jimmy Cliff, Toots and the Maytals. It is just stacked with but banger song after banger song after banger song.
I love how that you know these things.
Again,
it's a good song. I'm like sitting here going, that's a good song. I like it. I don't know what it is.
You're like, is this new?
Like, yeah, I'm sure it's not new. It sounds old, but
yeah.
But I'm glad that you know who sings it.
Yes.
And all of that backstory.
I've seen Jimmy Cliff in concert. I think Bunchy has as well, too.
Really?
I have not seen him yet. No.
PC?
Well, I have not. I guess I can't see him
you're
anymore.
Too late now,
yeah, I know.
All right. He's not with us anymore. I saw him in high school. He was awesome. He was absolutely awesome. I saw him in a small club in St. Louis. Really, really cool.
See, look at that. What was the name of the club?
Mississippi Nights.
And what did you order?
What did I order? I ordered the alcohol I snuck in because I was in high school. And probably the weed that I snuck in because, again, I was in high school.
Every time I think I know you, you say things like this. I'm like, did you see that coming?
Not at all.
I mean,
look out. This is like, I kind of saw it. And it ain't that crazy. BC's like, this is exactly what I would have done.
100%.
Had Jimmy Cliff been touring when I was in high
enjoy the show?
I loved it. He was really, really good. But yeah, this is a movie. It's a soundtrack to a movie. It came out, I want to say in like 72 or 73. Jimmy Cliff, like.
How old were you in 72?
I was an infant.
Okay.
I did not see the movie when I was an infant.
There you go.
Just so it's clear. But it's very shades of what's become of like gangster rap and stuff like that. Jimmy Cliff plays a struggling up-and-coming musician in Jamaica trying to get a break. And he does not become a hit maker and a celebrity until he runs afoul of the law and basically becomes an outlaw. And then all of a sudden his notoriety rises. Like I said, it's very shades of a lot of what we've seen in rap and some of the outlaw musicians over the years. It's a micro-budget movie, but it's really good.
Cool.
So that's all?
Yeah. I mean, and did you see that account that I sent you?
Which account?
I put it in the it's literally the most random account ever. I put it in our group text.
Oh, let me take a look.
It's the guy who does
oh, yes. Explain this for
he's
people.
He's becoming my new favorite follow. His name is Ian Cameron. It's the Ian Cameron. And he tweets out like super random geography things. Okay. So today his tweet was, Norway versus France is the World Cup's only group stage match where both countries have Antarctic territorial claims named after women. Norway has Queen Maud Land named after Queen Maud of Norway. France claims Adele Land named after Adele de Urville. Stay tuned for more cutting-edge geography-based World Cup analysis.
See, this Ian Cameron fella.
Yeah, this is your lane, Andy.
Well, no. I was going to say this is not my lane because this is like actual intellectual knowledge, and I have none of that. I would have had no idea that these areas are frankly even Antarctic territories.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that.
Did you know that Turkey versus the USA is the World Cup's only group stage match where both countries' biggest city is divided by a saltwater strait? Istanbul straddles the Bosphorus. New York is split up by the East River, which, despite the name, is a tidal strait, not a river.
Momo, there's not a shot in hell I would have known that.
But I think it's going to stick in your brain. These are the types of things that you're going to remember.
Oh, I'm not saying it isn't interesting. I'm just saying there's no way in hell that I actually would have known this. Like this is way beyond my scope of knowledge. We were talking before about your I don't like this stuff. We were talking before about the Giannis TikTok that you and Jamal Collier wrote for ESPN. Everybody should check it out. A lot of really good details about what went down, sending Giannis eventually to Miami, and the approach to team building.
Yeah.
You said, like, there's no guarantee this is going to work for Miami. It's now Giannis, Bam,
Andrew Wiggins,
maybe.
Davion Mitchell.
Norm Powell, maybe.
Probably not.
So
probably don't have money for Norm.
They've got a lot to figure out.
Oh, I will say this. There won't be any more Antetokounmpo brothers in Miami. That whole, we have Kostas and Thanasis on the team, I don't think that's going to continue from what I understand.
You know what? By now, I feel like that's run its course.
I don't know. There could be a store across the street.
Oh, sure.
I could see that. But I don't think the whole... Yeah, I definitely think they will be near their brother, but I don't think they're going to... That sort of like LeBron and Bronny thing, or Giannis and Thanasis. I don't think that's going to continue now in Miami.
Speaking of that, I think the odds of a sign and trade involving LeBron are low just because it's going to be complicated. But every scenario that gets thrown out with that, it's always LeBron and Bronny. If I'm Bronny, I'm like, can you please leave me out of this? Like, I would like the opportunity to be my own person. It's his third year in the league. He doesn't need dad anymore. His third year. He's
okay.
21?
Let's just say this, Andy. How long do you think he stays on the roster if LeBron's not on the roster?
I have no idea.
I mean, he played some minutes in the playoffs last year, so that doesn't happen unless you've earned your minutes.
Sure.
That's not like, oh, your dad's on the team, we're being nice.
Right.
This is you had to, they don't throw you in a playoff game.
Right.
If you haven't progressed enough.
Agreed.
So, but he's also a smaller guard.
Oh, look.
You know what I mean? Like,
I get that, but it's at some point, if you're Bronny, if you want to turn this into an actual career, you need to prove yourself on your own merits.
Yeah.
And I think the longer you go attached to LeBron, the more you seem like a novelty act, or like truly you are only there because of LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And like at some point, man, and he said himself, and by the way, these are not digs at Bronny.
Yeah.
My interactions with him, I've been really impressed.
Me too.
I think he's a really grounded, hardworking kid.
Yep.
I think he wants the best things for himself. He's about the right stuff. But like at some point, you don't want to be seen just as a byproduct of your dad and nothing else.
Yeah.
Like if he's going to fall out of the league, it's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, but the opportunity was created by his dad.
Of course. There's no question.
So like, I don't think he thinks that deeply about this. I think he's just kind of focused on himself and trying to get better. And I think that's why he's gotten to where he has.
Sure.
But the protection of his father being on the roster is still important. I don't think he's established enough to where he can really go out on his own.
I would agree with that, but the point being, LeBron's only going to be playing so much longer anyway. Like this point is coming sooner.
Yeah.
Sooner than later. But regardless, there's an old world style roster build approach by the Heat.
Get 2 or 3 stars and then worry about the rest of it later. When the big 3 went down to Miami, Brosh and Wade and LeBron, they had like one guy under contract besides those 2. I think it was it Marius Chalmers? Somebody like, there's like one player and they had to fill the rest of the roster out with minimum guys. This is, you could do that in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you can do that in 2026. Like the Lakers were not all healthy last year, so we can't necessarily judge that. But those 3 stars, were they enough to win?
It's
in the number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those players mattered too.
Right, and JJ and Rob talked about it during their exit interviews that they've got to get better depth past roster spots 8 through 15. Like those matter. Like it matters to have guys who can actually play. And what the Heat did with the Heatles, it was 3 guys, and they were all in their primes. Like Giannis is on the back end of his prime with more injuries now, and Bam is a really good player, but I don't know if he's a put a team on his back type of player. Like and that's not shade at Bam. He's really, really good. It's just the levels to doing this, they're really high and they're really hard.
Yeah, and I think what's hard is it's just the rules. Like the rules are so much different now. Everything, people are excited about free agency. I'm like, I don't know, a lot of it's over. Like a lot of this idea that you can negotiate with your own free agents first. Like we never used to see deals before. What we would see is at 6:01, like 1 minute after, you'd see all these flurry of deals that had obviously been negotiated.
We call that Mozgov time.
Yeah, like this deal's done, and it was done probably 4 or 5 days ago, but we're not officially allowed to announce it now. Now you can just announce these things if it's with your own free agent. So there's already been a lot of guys off the board, and you've seen a lot of moves already. By the time we get to free agency, it's really just Well, there's still some interesting ones. Obviously, LeBron. There's still Rui Hachimura. We'll see what happens with some of the restricted guys. There's a report out from Sam Amick that Jalen Duren in Detroit has been, quote, underwhelmed by the team's initial offer in restricted free agency and is planning to explore sign and trade scenarios. That's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what the Lakers would have to offer other than picks. And the problem is a team like Detroit, they're going to want people too, because they're looking to be good.
Well, that's where the Lakers having cap space matters, because cap space can be something where you take a bad contract.
Yeah.
Like you can take somebody else's guy that doesn't make sense for them anymore. That's how you use that too.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword though, because on one hand you can't absorb that. On the other hand, you don't have players under contract to trade out. Like that's one of the downsides to being so cap space oriented and like short-term commitments the way the Lakers have been over the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
You're at this place right now, and I've talked about this. The Lakers do have, to use Rob's word, a lot of optionality. I worry at times that they have more optionality than actual options.
A great way to put it.
Thank you.
That was a nice turn of phrase. Did you like that? Can you get that drop for him? That's like one of the best turns of phrases you've had.
That was good.
I'm going to be here till 3 o'clock.
Is that the first time you said it? Just
no,
happened?
No. I've said it on my unnamed podcast.
Oh, okay.
Times.
Okay. Well, that would be a reason to listen.
Well, it is a reason to listen. It just sort of hit me one time when I was thinking about their situation.
Yeah.
Another part of their situation is, as you mentioned before, LeBron, also Austin Reeves, both can be connected to comments by Rich Paul, Max Kellerman. We'll get into that coming up next, 710 ESPN.
Tonight at 6 on Road to the Cup. Mario, what a performance for Mexico and the United States. All three CONCACAF hosts are through to the knockout stages.
Yeah, Mexico flying, the U.S. men's national team is flying, and the round of 32, the knockout stage, begins this Sunday, Dave.
And all the big players have shown up. It has made this tournament something special already, and I know that's going to continue. Join us, Road to the Cup, coming up tonight, 6 o'clock on ESPN LA.
You know, we talk a lot about winning culture in sports, but Mike, you've built that same thing here at Rotolo Chevrolet.
That's exactly right, Travis. For me, it's simple. Take care of your people and they'll take care of the customer.
And it shows. I mean, award-winning dealership, huge reputation across SoCal, and that doesn't happen by accident.
I'm a big believer in no shortcuts. We believe in doing the right thing every time. When your team feels trusted, they step up.
Sounds like a championship mindset to me.
That's the goal. Build a team that wins for our customers every single day.
Hey, it's John Ireland here for Life Source Water Systems. If you're still drinking and bathing in LA's harsh tap water, it's time to upgrade to a Life Source whole house water system. Life Source filters every drop of water into your home. During their summer special, Life Source is paying your sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call their factory today at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Life Source. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Red card penalty. Score big with Waba Grill's new red card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken bowl, 3-piece chili crisp dumplings, and a side of Wablaze sauce for that extra heat. Then kick it up a notch with our new Penalty Punch, a premium beverage loaded with sweet mango popping boba. It's a flavor finish that hits the back of the neck. Get the red card combo for $9.99. Only at Waba Grill.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
I do not know who this is.
Steel Pulse.
Steel Pulse. Yeah.
Wow.
I have not heard them in a while.
I wouldn't know. I was like, it's good. It sounds good. Hey, what did Rich Paul say?
Okay, so Rich Paul and Max Kellerman, they still do their podcast.
I follow them.
I can't remember if I subscribe to it or not.
Let me tell you something. That you don't see a podcast launch with, there's a lot of celebrities or athletes or whoever launch a podcast and have very few of them launch and have immediate impact.
Well,
it was, Bill Simmons, shout out to you. That was a great hire with Max there and with Rich Paul. Because immediately, every single time we tune in, even they have interesting things to say. Rich says
That's right.
I know. Look, Max is a friend from the station.
No,
here.
shout out to Max. I was actually really happy about this podcast just because I wanted to see Max back, period.
That's right.
Okay, that's enough of Max.
Yeah.
We can glaze him without hearing his voice.
Yeah, there's a limit to this. We are genuinely happy for Max, but slow down.
Do you know I used to host shows with Max? I had a theory, right? So it was a 4-hour show. It was that 3 to 7 show.
Mm-hmm.
And Max would sit over there and he would come in with a head of steam. And I was like, okay, I'm going to rope-a-dope him because he's going to have so much to say. And there's not many people who talk more than me.
Max
is one of them. But for the first 2 hours. So the first 2 hours, I just let Max go. I was like,
You let him tire himself out.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, that's great. And then the second 2 hours, that was Momo time.
He's done. But by the 5th round, he can't punch anymore.
You got to carry me home.
No, man. I loved working with Max when he was here. It was a lot of fun. One of the things I realized is you have to go in there. I'm sort of the opposite approach of what you were talking about, tire himself out. My approach was always you got to stand tall because if you allow it, Max will steamroll you because, like you said, he's got so much to say. He will just steamroll you to the side, and you got to be willing to push back on things that he said or whatever. But as long as you did that, he
liked working with me because he was not trying to convince me of something.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to extract information from me.
Oh.
So it was a different dance. For you, he's trying to debate.
Mm-hmm.
For me, he's probably trying to be how much can I get you to tell me?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And it was a little bit of it's a boxing match, right? I'm playing defense. Yeah.
Tune in tonight, 6 p.m., Road to the Cup on ESPN LA. Dave Denholm, Mario Ruiz bring you the latest news, previews, and reaction from soccer's biggest tournament and its biggest matchups. Road to the Cup, powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you. Do we have the sound, by the way, of Max and Rich Paul talking?
Way to go, Funchy. Way to go.
Here's them discussing the situation with Austin Reeves and it's not official yet, but the news of the 4-year, $185 million deal he and the Lakers agreed to.
Sometimes in these situations, you're caught between a rock and a hard place. You've invested in Austin, and he was undrafted. He chose to come. He's made the team, played well, and so there's not much out there.
No, at this point.
But
they could have traded him before they got to this point, which is what I suggested you got blamed for. Remember when I said this? Someone's like, Rich Paul is pushing some LeBron agenda or something wild.
I just gave a scenario based upon what you said. What makes sense for everybody.
Right, and I was saying, basically my point then was, right now you have an asset.
Yeah.
You can move the asset for an asset that you can keep and that you're going to pay accordingly and everything. If you don't do it now, eventually you're going to have to overpay for a guy that is not a perfect fit with what you're trying to do. Anyway, that's why I brought it up then. So the thing they could have done is traded him when the getting was good. It's too late for that now.
Yes.
That to me is interesting on a few levels.
Yeah.
First of all, I actually think the substance of what they're saying is correct. I think Austin is a really good player. I have a lot of questions about him and Luka as your foundation with that much money invested, just because they're very similar players.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of money to be locked into two players that similar in terms of their strengths, their styles, but also their weaknesses. And I've said for a few years that I thought the Lakers have had opportunities to trade Austin that, if nothing else, I think they should have been more open to, like more considering it. And I do think they had reached a point where, unless Rob had some offers truly lined up that he had ready to go, chef's kiss tampering, all of that stuff, they could not afford to let Austin walk for nothing. Like they were in a place where they were pot committed to either Austin at more or less any price, or his replacements in hand, ready to go. So in that sense, they were kind of pot committed. And then my other reaction is this confirms my theory that I've had ever since this podcast launched, which is the minute LeBron retires, Rich Paul is going to sell Clutch and be permanently in content creation, because as an agent, you cannot constantly be going viral like this. It's not in the best interest of your clients.
I don't know that I agree with that.
He's already stirred some pots in locker rooms.
But it hasn't
stopped.
It hasn't stopped him from getting clients. He had some great clients this year at the draft. Like he's still well respected. I mean, I think there are certain people who are outliers. There are certain people in media, like how there's just how we all feel like Charles Barkley. Okay, Charles Barkley can say anything, and he can be super wrong, or he can almost be offensive sometimes, and it's okay. Michael Thompson, he comes in here and he says all this stuff that if anybody else said it but him, you'd be like, whoa, hey. But it's Michael Thompson. You're like, whatever. Rich Paul is just one of these guys. He just talks enough, and he says enough things that are interesting, and it doesn't stick to him. It's like, yeah, did it cause a few problems in Lakerland when he said that about Austin and Jaren Jackson Jr. and all that? Yeah, a little bit. The people didn't like it, but it didn't stop the Lake. I mean, people just got over it. It was like, fine. They handled their business. I know Rich and Austin's agent talked. It was fine. I don't think it was a contentious conversation, and it was over.
But that's just one, though. And I think the more you keep doing this,
people keep signing with him. He keeps getting great clients. He's got lottery picks every year.
I know. We'll see. He also, if I'm being honest, and I do not know Rich Paul at all, and so it's clear I actually have a lot of respect for Rich Paul. I think he's really good at what he does. There are times where he seems just more interested in being like a front-facing presence than being an agent.
Yeah.
Like it is so unusual to be going this path when, again, like if nothing else, you could be making things uncomfortable for your clients, and the role of an agent is to make things as comfortable as possible.
I think his clients like that he's famous, though. Like, I think his clients like that he has juice, that what he says matters. And there's a sort of, I don't think most people could get away with it, but he does. And I was like, I don't know how else to put this, but he's very much, Rich he's got a lot of really good, there's just one of these people in life, like they have good relationships all over the league. This isn't just, people like to paint him as like LeBron's guy. He's so many clients, and they're all very low. And there's GMs and owners and everybody that's very loyal to him. Plus, I think the thing that I always wondered is, why do you want to be an agent so long? Like, that's a tough job. Well, it's not really.
That's the other.
Like you could just do a podcast with Max for a while.
That's part of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like you want to work this hard? Do you want to be like flying all over and recruiting guys and saying hi to your clients in every city? And do you want to do that? I mean, the guy's like engaged to Adele. Like,
but that's a big piece of what I'm talking about too. Like, beyond what I think the discomfort it can create for his clients, and you and I can disagree on it. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's so much work that goes into this when it's very clear he has the opportunity for other revenue streams, whether you're talking about podcasting, whether you're talking about projects he can be involved with. And while I don't think he is just the product of LeBron, he has other clients. This has always felt like Clutch, like a project between them and like something that they helped grow together, and like part of Rich Paul and LeBron's very unconventional rise to the power that they have. It's just always felt like to me, and I could be totally wrong, that when LeBron's not there anymore, a piece of this just won't feel the same to Rich Paul, and like the purpose of it won't feel the same.
Maybe, but he's got the guy's got awesome clients.
Of course.
Like he has Tyrese Maxey. He's got Anthony Davis. He's got like real guys.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't know. I think it's fun to represent really top players in the NBA.
Yeah, but he's done that for so long, though.
I know. See, that's the part that, like, okay, I deal with all these people all the time. Like, Masai Ujiri, he was in Toronto. They got new ownership. It was like I could tell this story very quickly. There were 3 people that own the Raptors, and they own Maple Leaf or whatever. And then they change hands every few years. So it changed hands. The guy who it changed hands to, his son wanted to run everything, and his son's like one of those people who thinks they know everything. And he fired the presidents of basically all the teams except for the Blue Jays, because apparently he likes baseball. And the rest of it, he was like, we don't need all these like high paid presidents. So Masai was out. He has made so much money in his career, and I think he got a nice chunk on the way out too. But he also has a Giants of Africa. He's got stuff with the UN. He's got so many projects. He's got a content company. He's got relationships.
He's a super smart guy.
Super smart. Like, he could do anything he wants in life. And he was out for less than a year, and now he's running the Mavericks. Like, sometimes people, it's just in their blood. Like, it's just, why do you want to work so hard? Why do you want to, do this job when you could go run, you could have an easier job and fly and do things all over the world and have fun. It's just in their blood.
That's like those coaches, by the way,
Yeah.
the ones in any sport, the ones that coach,
Yeah.
and then they go into a broadcast booth, and they eventually go back to coaching. I'm like, if I ever had the opportunity to have one of those jobs, you would have to drag away my carcass before I gave up one of those jobs. It would be really fun. It's so much less work and stress and constant scrutiny than being a coach. Like, you got to be wired a certain way to do it.
People just sign up for this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, look, I will be very interested to see what becomes of Clutch when LeBron retires. Either way, like I said, what I found interesting about this is I don't think Max and Rich Paul's comments, even though I know the side from Rich Paul will rub a lot of Laker fans the wrong way and a lot of NBA fans the wrong way. They're not necessarily wrong.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I assume that they started the offers around 30 because they were trying to protect themselves, save some money, etc. It's not, there's some guys that I like to compare everything to poker, right? And I have this rule when I'm playing poker. I don't want to call somebody else going all in unless I've set it up that way. I want to be the one going all in. I want to be the one who knows. So when you're giving a guy a max salary, you want to be like, oh, of course. Like, you don't want there to be any thought in the back of your head. Is this really the right idea? I don't know. Are we sure about this? Like, max salary guys, you got to be real sure. This is how teams go bad, is when they make the wrong decision on max salary guys. So they get stuck with somebody who is a top 15 guy instead of a top 5 guy.
Well, the Lakers are at this point right now. They better be right. Coming up next, going to play a little icebreakers. Funchy's got the icebreakers. We'll find out next if they were written by Emily or not. 710 ESPN.
And you know we are LA's mega sports station. You spend every day with us on 710 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. But quite often you see us on the streets. The ESPN LA street team rolling up across the Southland and pulling up at the hottest events. Baby, let's cruise. You know who takes care of our rides? Our friends at George Chevrolet. The GM, John Good, his fantastic team. Find out more at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Our ESPN LA street team, driven by our friends at George Chevrolet. George Chevy, off the 91 freeway in the city of Bellflower. Thanks to George Chevy for making our ESPN LA street team absolutely beautiful, man.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles isn't just a local favorite? They're ranked one of the best pediatric hospitals in the country by U.S. News and World Report. With nearly 17,000 surgeries a year, they handle more complex procedures than any other hospital in Southern California. That's major league expertise, right in our backyard. So when it comes to your child's health, count on the pros at the top of their game. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Is there any better match than soccer and pizza? Our friends at Pizza Hut have 2 winning deals all summer long. Need a quick carryout before kickoff? Grab a large 1-topping pizza for just $9.99. Want more toppings or delivery? Get a large 3-topping pizza for only $12.99, available for delivery or carryout. So whether you're watching every minute or just tuning in for the big moments, Pizza Hut is the winning move this summer of soccer. Order today on the Pizza Hut app or go to pizzahut.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Plumbers, today will be a good day. You will be profitable. Your clients will be nice. No one will stand over you and tell you how to fix the thing they actually hired you to fix. You will also feel at peace after switching to Progressive, America's #1 commercial auto insurer. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 commercial auto insurer from the NAIC's 2024 national premium data.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka. With no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, let's do this, Funchy.
Let's do this. All right. Like I said, the end of the month, all the points are double. So we're going to start with 20. For 20 points. I was born in 1942 in New York City.
Oh, wow.
I got married when I was just 17.
Okay.
That's a ripe old age in 1942.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. For 18 points, I have testified to Congress about protecting the ecosystem in the Rocky Mountains.
Huh.
Anyone? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm thinking about. There's someone I'm thinking about.
Okay. For 16 points in, I was given a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2012.
I'm going to go, Mo. I'm going to go. Why not? Is it Jane Fonda?
No.
All
No.
right.
Sorry.
Good guess, though.
That is not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess.
All right.
Not a bad guess. But I think you could have waited a little bit more.
I know, but I like every time I wait, I don't get it either.
Yeah,
so
but,
I might as well just go
but I
early.
think you could have waited for this clue right here. For
All
14 points, I sing the theme song to the show Gilmore Girls.
No, I wouldn't have got it there. I don't know that one either.
No idea.
Okay. For 12 points. For 12 points, I was inducted to the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1997.
I have an idea now. I got one. Come on, Andy, you got it.
Give me one more.
All right.
I know it now.
All right, for 10 points,
Come on.
For 10 points, there was a jukebox musical about my life.
Yes.
That musical won 7 Tonys,
Yes,
including
come
Best
on.
Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role.
Come on.
Okay, I'll take a guess. No, but I'll do it anyway. Dolly Parton?
No, I know it. I should have.
Brian?
I should. If you don't get it, I'll tell you what it is.
Brian.
Write it down so we know.
All right, here.
All right, Brian, for 8 points, I've won 4 Grammy Awards. Oh, no. Okay, Brian. For 6 points, I have wrote the song You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman that was recorded
Momo's
and made a
right.
hit by Aretha Franklin.
I know. Dang it.
Nope.
No, for 4 points, I have released 16 studio albums. My most recent was in 2001.
Draw a blank.
Give me the initials.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, the initials are CK for 2 points.
Oh, it's so bad.
I can give a clue.
I don't know.
No, don't
All
give
right,
a clue.
well-
But he's already bad.
All right, well, that's it. I mean, the only
Here.
that's it.
Here.
I'm out of clues. I can't see.
Carole King.
710 ESPN. If you want to weigh in on anything Lakers, Dodgers, NBA, singers, songwriters, Carole King, whatever you want to call us about, 877-710 ESPN. That's coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The United States is headed to the knockout stage after an impressive group stage campaign that saw the Americans finish atop Group D. Despite Thursday's loss to Turkey, the U.S. men's national team did more than enough in its first 2 matches to emerge as Group D winners and keep its World Cup hopes very much alive. Now the focus shifts to the round of 32. The U.S. will take on Bosnia and Herzegovina on July 1st at 5 p.m. at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. The Americans are expected to have a fully healthy Christian Pulisic back in the lineup, and with the U.S. entering as the clear favorite, they'll be looking to take the next step toward what could be a memorable World Cup run.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Light up your 4th of July with big savings at George Chevrolet right now. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, Equinox, and Silverado models. That's right, low monthly payments and no interest financing on 3 of Chevy's most popular models. Don't miss the 4th of July sales event going on now at George Chevrolet. Visit them in Bellflower or online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hey guys, it's Cap. It's summer, and you know what goes great with summer? You guessed it, ice cold Coors Light. Here in Southern California, when that SoCal sun is shining, one thing is pretty clear. We don't just love beer, we love ice cold, crack that frosty can open, super refreshing beer. That's why the Coors Light mountains turn blue, to tell you when your beer is as cold as the Rockies. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason and Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mason and Ireland?
Well, I love them because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, 877-710-ESPN. If you want to weigh in for Sports Graffiti. Cameron, Lake Forest, you're on Mason Island. What's up, Cameron?
Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
I have a theory question. Do you think when LeBron James hung out with the 2016 team, do you think that's a sign of retirement because all those guys are retired? Do you think he was talking about them about retirement? And Mama, what do you think about the Raiders' records this year, 10-7?
Oh, that's a big leap. I don't know. I prepare myself for 7-10 and be happy with that. About LeBron, I thought about that too. I don't think anything, because so much of what LeBron does is calculated. Like he's usually thinking through what he wants to present to the world and show to the world. I actually think this trip was not calculated. I think this was just the 10-year anniversary and all those guys are leaning in.
Yeah.
and they're having fun. But I do think that being around guys like that, people from that team who are retired, living a little of that life, being that nostalgia play, I wonder what it does to his head. I wonder what it makes him think about. I mean, he's thinking about where if he's going to play next year, and B, where.
Well,
you're just reminiscing on Cleveland.
Right. You're reminiscing on Cleveland. And also, really quickly, we got so caught up in fanboying and fangirling Carole King, I forgot to mention that Icebreakers was sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Check out Blue Ice's commemorative bottle celebrating USA's 250th birthday and the Blue Ice 25th anniversary, red, white, and blue themed, featuring the 250th, I know it is, logo inside the label. Currently available in stores for the straight expression in both 750 milliliters, 1.75 liter sizes. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything. It also can make LeBron, I think, look back on when he truly felt happy with a team. Like,
I don't even know if he's happy. He was definitely happy with his teammates.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I mean, there was some stuff behind the scenes there.
There's always going to be weird stuff with every team that you're on. I mean, if that's your baseline, I don't know if LeBron's ever been happy with any of the teams he's been on. There's always been some degree.
Yeah, there's
of
always
tension.
something.
But like, if nothing else, you think about a situation where maybe in retrospect you were happier than you realized. But it'll be interesting to see what it does to his mind space. Rick in Dallas, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Rick?
Hey, Momo, AKBC, and Funches. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, so my comment's actually just about icebreakers. Actually, I was driving along, and I usually listen in, and I'm usually driving, but I pulled over to talk to you. Momo, had my first guess was going to be Jane Fonda right before you said it, and then I go, I guess not. And then just before BC said Dolly Parton, AK said Dolly Parton. I thought Dolly Parton as well, but before he even said it, I said, I know that's Carole King. Awesome stuff. Anyway, Tapestry is great. Just one little fun fact. Her first big concert was Carnegie Hall, right when Tapestry was released. She'd never done any kind of major concert, just played in front of small family and friends. And she had this little funny line that I've used to this day where you can hear her on the live album kind of laugh just before she starts playing because she was so nervous. And she was nervous, but she thought of a joke that is very popular apparently in New York where somebody stops somebody on the street and says, hey, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? And the answer is practice, baby, practice. Anyway, that's all I got.
I like that.
Great call. Yeah. It's can't talk enough about her apparently because I think Solomon in Lake Balboa wants to add.
Hi.
How you doing? What?
Solomon, you there?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You guys can hear me. Okay, good. I'm sorry. I didn't expect to get on today again because I was on yesterday, and I don't want to, be a hog about it. But I wanted to mention I didn't even bring up Jalen Duren yesterday because I thought that was not even a possibility for the Lakers. But if it is, and they have to give up Rui, that's going to be real interesting. The Lakers were not willing to give up Austin Reeves, but they're willing to give up Rui. And who is actually maybe more productive in the postseason than Rui.
Well, Solomon, appreciate the call. You got to remember, though, that would be a sign and trade. Rui has to want to go to Detroit. Otherwise, this doesn't work at all. And I think the possibility could be live. It's a good team. They definitely need shooting in Detroit. But remember, you can't just sign and trade a player. The player gets the vote, and I would argue the most important vote, Momo.
Yeah. As for, do they have a chance at Jalen Duren? It's just hard with restricted free agency. It's just, I don't even know why we have restricted free agency.
I don't like it either.
It's just, nobody, it's not real free agency. You have to be willing to do what Kuminga did. Bet on yourself, take a qualifying offer. And Kuminga didn't even do that, right? And by the way, he might move again.
I know.
After all that rigmarole up in Golden State, and then he went to Atlanta and did okay, but it's not really a home there either. I don't know. We'll see.
It really is emphasis on restricted free agency.
Like super duper restricted.
Because it ain't free agency if your team has that much control over you. Chris in LA, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Chris?
Hi, guys. This is Chris from Los Angeles. Andy, you and Brian came up with what I thought was a brilliant concept about every Laker deserves a statue.
Yep.
But the size and location to crypto depends on your contribution. So Kobe and Magic, are at center court. Now, I'm a lifetime Laker fan. I remember seeing Elgin and Jerry play at the sports arena. I've always felt LeBron was a great player, but was not really a Laker. He was a mercenary. He deserves a statue, but the statue should be located in LAX. It should be really big, but it should be him waving goodbye, because that's what he always was doing to us Laker fans, was always one foot out the door. And that's how I feel. He's a great player. He's a great person. He's a smart business person. I just never felt he was a Laker.
Well, you know what? I appreciate the call, Chris. You're not alone in those sentiments. I mean, there's always been, I think, from a lot of Laker fans, and I get it, a certain mercenary vibe with him. And, it's always felt like, in a lot of ways, the relationship between LeBron and the team is somewhere between transactional and, I think right now, kind of a marriage of inconvenience. I feel like both sides, if they had a better option, would take it. I'm not sure either side has a better option.
Yeah, I think transactional is the right word.
Yeah.
It's like, Hillary Clinton running for Senate in New York. How long did she live there? Not long.
I mean, compared to the way politics works now, I mean, way it works now, she
lives there. Now she lives there, but back when she was a senator, it was like, she'd been there a few months.
I know.
I
I know.
I mean,
You're just touching down and running for
but
office.
you just need a state to run from. There's an open seat. Okay, move there. Go run from there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's LeBron needed a good place to go play, and Cleveland had exhausted all its resources. The Lakers had a need. He had to be willing to take a leap of faith when they had those young kids on the team.
And he wanted to be in L.A.
He wanted to be in L.A.
Yeah.
And he needed like a real franchise. I mean, his legacy in L.A. is still being written, so we can't necessarily say this. My general take on LeBron. It's easier for LeBron to break up with the Lakers than it is for the Lakers to break up with LeBron. He can choose to do whatever he wants. They have put him in this position now. He's a free agent. They can't necessarily. It's hard for them to.
See, I was going to say.
That.
I was going to say, and we'll take a few more calls, but I feel like LeBron has as much leverage as the Lakers allow him to have, because they actually have. And this is the first time in LeBron's career they have discovered an off ramp from LeBron before LeBron has definitively discovered the off ramp from a team. Their off ramp is Luka Boulevard. Like they ultimately know.
Yeah, but Luka Boulevard doesn't have. He still needs LeBron. He still needs somebody in that role.
Well, they still need somebody.
Yeah.
The point being,
it doesn't have to be him.
It doesn't have to be LeBron, and that's not discounting what LeBron brings to the table.
If Jalen Duren was an unrestricted free agent, I would say, just go do that.
Like,
but he's restricted, so you're going to mess up everything trying to get him, and then you probably won't because Detroit will probably match. So what are you doing?
But ultimately, they know where the exit ramp is located, and the exit ramp is Luka Boulevard.
Yeah,
and it's the first time that a team has ever discovered the exit ramp, I think, before LeBron has from a team, and that's what makes all this so interesting. Eric, in the 213, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Eric?
Ooh, Funchy. I know he likes to go to 7-Eleven over here. I just want to say, go to the one in Hawaii and get yourself a Spam burger or a Spam wasabi.
At 7-Eleven?
Let's go.
I've seen those before, man. I'm just not interested. I like Spam. I like Spam wasubis, though, man, but jeez. But you know what they do have? Hey, Eric, you know what they have in Japan, though? Really, really good egg salad sandwiches.
That's good, too.
The Japanese, I appreciate the call there, Eric. The Japanese 7-Elevens, my daughter was there for a school trip. They're
incredible. They have sushi there.
To her, they are incredible.
What are you talking about?
Like the 7-Elevens in general.
Okay, you just said sevens. Like that was is that how we shorten them?
That's what the kids say. They call them sevens.
I mean, I remember in high school, the popular girls at my school, they used to say, "We're just gonna go to Bell for lunch. We're gonna go Bell."
Taco
as in
Bell.
Taco Bell. And I was like, oh, wow. Are we doing this?
You're trying way too hard.
I was like, it's not that long of
But yeah, the vending machines and the 7-Elevens in Japan are apparently incredible.
How do they compare to Farmer's Fridge?
I think better.
Probably.
I think way.
My friend, Donna, she was telling me, when you travel, like I solve this, because when you land at night and there's nothing good to eat, and then you end up ordering some stupid thing on Uber Eats late at night, like some terrible. I was in San Antonio. I got Hawaiian barbecue late at night. What am I doing?
So
And
good.
it was really good.
I bet
but
it was
they were
really
like,
good.
buy one, get one free. I'm like, I don't need two. Like, it's midnight. I don't want to. And then somebody on a bike took like an hour to bring it to me. It was late, and I'm
my
like,
God.
what am I doing? And she goes, oh, you should just go to those farmers' fridges at the airport. I'm like, how long has that food been in there?
I'd rather wait the hour.
You know what I heard is really good? Good vending machines at the airport? The ramen. Ramen machines at airports, which I heard is a couple might be at LAX in Ontario or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got time for one more?
Let's do one more. Yes,
Okay.
It's Friday. FA Friday.
Steven and Carson, you are on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Steven?
Hey, happy Friday to you guys. Hey, quick question. I heard that we want to go young, athletic, but I noticed that the pedigree of the Lakers doesn't train or doesn't keep young players. They always trade them or they always let them go. But is that because of there's no talent? I remember Reeves and Kobe Bryant, but other than that, there's nobody else that we have developed and trained and keep.
Well, generally speaking, it's a desire to win. So they had all those young guys, Lonzo Ball and Josh Hart. Wow, look what happened to Josh Hart. Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle. They had a bunch of young guys, and they ended up trading pretty much all of them from Anthony Davis. I'd say that was probably worth it. It's just sort of it's a patience factor. How long are you willing to be mediocre and live with growing pains?
Yeah, that's one of the. I actually asked Rob about this during his and JJ's exit interview, and I said to him, if you look at the way a lot of teams, and this is obviously before the Knicks won the championship, but a lot of the teams that are rising up, it's San Antonio, it's OKC, it's Detroit, it's these teams that have a lot of players on cost-controlled contracts and kind of a longer view. The Lakers tend to be very immediacy. Win now, win now, win now. How confident are you? Why are you confident that you can win this way? And, Rob talked about one of the deals is they have Luka, and teams look for a superstar in his prime. They have that guy. But he also said those other builds required a lot of losing. We don't do that.
Yeah.
And Rob admitted, this is a tightrope we often have to walk. He also said, too, we have a standard of sustained excellence. And I would say respectfully, I don't think there's been a sustained excellence going on. Like the way the Lakers define excellence, I don't think this path has led to it. But we'll see. It's we were talking before, the Heat. This is the way the Heat do it, too. So anyway, we're gonna be back. Chris, Walrus, we're going to get to you on the other side, a little bit of extended Sports Graffiti. And also, I want to ask Momo, what's going on with Kawhi and the Clippers?
I know some things.
Okay. That's all coming up next, 710 ESPN.
Tonight at 6 on Road to the Cup. Mario, what a performance for Mexico and the United States. All three CONCACAF hosts are through to the knockout stages.
Yeah, Mexico flying, the U.S. men's national team is flying, and the round of 32, the knockout stage, begins this Sunday, Dave.
And all the big players have shown up. It has made this tournament something special already, and I know that's going to continue. Join us, Road to the Cup, coming up tonight, 6 o'clock on ESPN LA.
The summer deals are sizzling at Northridge & Wonders Toyota. It's Bethel Duran, and you can drive the same car that I got. A 2026 Camry Hybrid for just $359 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's $359 for a brand new Camry Hybrid? Come on now, it's got to be Northridge & Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Camry Hybrid model 2561 with total SRP of $39,279. Lease and purchase amount of $21,964. $29.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer dock fee of $80. Offer ends 6/30/2026.
Morongo giving away 3 Corvette Stingrays? Finally, a sporty 2-seater for me and my ego. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Fireworks the 26th. Performers, bonus giveaways, and carnival games. June 26th through 28th. The fun continues July 3rd through 5th.
Number 2.
Rev up for the Stingray giveaway. Be here June 28th for 3 chances to win.
And the number 1 reason.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center prices are the lowest priced gas around.
Good times.
Breaking news. A blockbuster trade, a major injury, a coaching change, a game-changing signing. When the biggest stories in sports break, get the news, rumors, updates, and analysis Southern California fans need on ESPN Los Angeles, 7:10 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app. Breaking news is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
Mason in Ireland, Andy Kamenetzky, Ramona Shelburne, who's taking coffee orders right now for everybody.
See, I'm slightly disabled right now.
Oh,
so I can't get my own coffee.
Okay.
So the rule is,
So there's a catch.
you fly, I buy.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
That's how that goes.
Okay. So Laura putting in her coffee order. We're going to extend Sports Graffiti, take a couple more calls. Let's begin with the dude Walrus in Encino. What's up, Walrus?
Hey, good afternoon, AK, Momo, Funch, BC, Laura apparently back there as well. Want to follow up on a couple of things you all were talking about. First off, Momo, that phrase from Godfather Part 2,
yeah.
This is the life we've chosen. I use that phrase all the time as a teacher when I'm talking with my fellow teachers when we're frustrated about what's going on. This is the life we've chosen, also as a husband and a father. And the story behind that line in the film was they were in Havana, and Michael Corleone's cousin, Frankie Pantangeli, was whacked because he spoke before Congress. And Michael was like, who gave the order? Who gave the order to Hyman Roth? And Hyman Roth goes in this whole story about how,
I never asked who gave the order. I never asked.
Exactly, AK. That's exactly right. And then secondly, I used to disagree with Max Kellerman on my drive back from downtown on the 110 North. You want to talk about ridiculous traffic, Momo?
Oh, my God.
All the time when he was at the station. And I have to disagree when it comes to Austin Reeves, man. Like, I'm a big believer in chemistry and continuity. Luka Doncic wanted Austin Reeves to be with him on this team. Austin Reeves is a guy. You know what I mean? Like, they had to do it. I'm sorry. And the way they could play together to finish, one of them has to be off the ball, moving around, moving off screens, getting open shots. They could run a nice little pick and roll. Those two are great playmakers. They just have to work without the ball. They can do that. They're professional basketball players. Have a great day.
Thanks, Walrus.
He's got, Walrus is like a content creator or something. Like every time he calls in, he's
a teacher.
Yeah, but I think he has like an account. I think he has like either a Twitter account or a.
Oh, he definitely has a Twitter account.
Or Instagram.
I interact with him all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually...
High school teacher? What kind of teacher?
I do not know, but I actually did a show with Walrus. He was one of the Children's Hospital bidders.
Oh, cool.
And he did, when I was hosting Lakers Talk, he came in and did a show with me, and I got to be honest, Funchy was here too. I was really concerned. I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. It's for a great cause. We'll make it work, but like, is this going to work? Walrus was awesome. He was a great co-host.
Like, you might be able to fill in for one of you guys.
No, I'm being serious.
Seriously.
Walrus was legit good. Like, it was a legit good, fun show.
I think that a lot of people can be good at calling in, and some people can good for a segment or two.
Walrus did a whole hour.
That's
like an hour or 2 hours.
I would say he was here the whole day doing shows.
Yes.
Yes, since the morning
show. It's like we car
yes.
washed Walrus.
Yeah, exactly happened.
Because like I have a theory on radio, you can't, like, whoever you are, it's going to come out. Like you can't hide on radio.
Yeah.
Like we don't have a script.
Nope.
We have a rundown, and there's a few things that we have,
like we follow it about 50% of the way at the most.
Yeah, somebody prints it out. It feels like we have a plan, theoretically.
Yeah.
It's mostly for whoever's sitting in the lead chair to have something to throw to or talk about or whatever. But you can't hide. Like on TV, you can hide. TV, you can read the prompter. You could, workshop your takes in advance. you do 3-4 hours of radio. Like, there's not many people who are interesting for more than a segment or two, right?
Walrus was one of them.
Yeah.
Chris in Woodland Hills, you are the last of the sports graffiti callers.
Always good to be last. But first thing, for the record, I've been around forever here in Los Angeles, and I've been listening to sports radio a long, long time ago. You guys are the best. It's enjoyable. It's every day a wonderful moment to hear the sports radio.
Who do you like better?
From your end. Thanks for that always. My question is this. So assuming LeBron James does not end up a Laker for whatever reason,
okay,
and assuming the Lakers are unable to sign an A1 center, both those things are gone. Will they then go after Jaylen Brown?
Whoa.
Well,
that's a hell of a question.
It's a really good question.
I have not thought about it.
It's a really good question. My guess would be no. A, because they do not have the assets, I think, that would be good enough to get the Celtics to trade Jaylen Brown to the Lakers. And secondly, I don't think they have the available cap space for Jaylen Brown's contract. Like, I don't think once with the guys that are still on the roster, that they would have to move basically everything. They would need Ayton to opt out. They would need Marcus Smart to opt out. Like, it would be, from a purely logistical standpoint, difficult for them to fit Jaylen Brown. And that's before you get into the whole, what are we giving Boston? It would have to be a lot to trade Jaylen Brown from the Celtics to the Lakers. That's a lot.
I haven't thought about that particular idea. I'm thinking about it as he asked it, okay? How would he fit basketball-wise?
Oh, I like it.
He doesn't need the ball the way that Luka and Reeves do. He's a forward, great defensively. That's definitely something they need. You still have to solve the center problem.
Sure.
Huge upgrade over like a Rui or whoever they've had in that role.
But it would be a super top-heavy roster.
Really
it would
top-heavy.
be 3 pretty expensive guys.
Yeah.
And then you got
like max guys.
Right, and then you got to fill around the rest. I think it would be probably impossible to do.
I don't know if he's a good enough shooter to be that guy, right? To be the third guy in that construction, because Luka just needs shooters.
He does need shooters.
Luka, I don't know. There's a part of me, I don't like this idea, but I think Norm Powell's going to be available. Defensively, I don't like this idea, but that's like the kind of guy Luka needs to play with.
Yeah.
He needs a guy like that who can just fill it up.
A defending Norm Powell.
Yeah, it's like they just need some wings, and they need somebody who can shoot. Somebody who's like, I don't know. Who can they? How do you fill this roster out? Like, do you prioritize the wing? Do you prioritize the center?
They've got a lot of boxes to check. Funchy's got a song that he actually wants to play for us to see if we can guess who it is.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
I'm going to give you one clue.
Give me a clue.
One clue. It's an actor.
Oh.
One more clue.
It sounds like a Wu-Tang collaboration.
And you know what? This group that he's doing a collaboration with is Inspector Deck, too.
Okay, so I got this like 1/9 correct.
Yes. One more clue. British actor.
British actor.
Reggae Jean Paul.
Idris Elba?
Reggae Jean.
No. Not the guy. Not that people
Shaggy?
think. No. This is Tom Hardy.
What?
Tom Hardy.
Really?
This makes sense. Not because I expected Tom Hardy to be doing a rap CD or collaborating with Inspector Deck. It makes sense because every project Tom Hardy ever does, he has a different voice. Like, I have no idea what Tom Hardy's actual speaking voice is, but if you go through his like filmography, you don't know what I sound like.
Yes.
But like, go through his filmography or like TV, Peaky Blinders, his voice never sounds the same.
Yes, this is Tom Hardy. I blew my mind when I heard this morning.
That is crazy.
Tom Hardy and Inspector Deck?
Yeah, Tom Hardy and Inspector Deck doing a song together.
That is a true you learn something every day.
Yes. Apparently, he has a AKA. I got to find his name again.
Like an alias. He's got a rap alias?
Yes, a rap alias.
You don't know my name. every role that he does, he sounds totally different.
Okay, get this. His rap name, Frankie Pulitzer. Pulitzer.
Frankie Pulitzer?
Yeah, like Pulitzer. Pulitzer Prize. Like the Pulitzer Prize. What is it called?
Pulitzer?
Pulitzer.
Yeah.
Pulitzer.
Are you talking about like a poster like I buy?
No,
from
Frankie Pulitzer. That's what his rap name is.
Frankie Pulitzer.
Yeah.
Like you won the Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah.
I just Googled
Got
this,
it.
and
Okay.
you are correct. He is releasing a rap album.
Wow.
Under the name Frankie Pulitzer.
Huh.
Amazing, right?
I am genuinely mind blown.
And
by
it
this
sounds
information.
good. It really sounds good.
I told you, it sounded like it was a Wu-Tang side project.
Really good.
All right. I'm actually a fan of Tom Hardy.
The other guy here that raps really good is Timothy Chalamet.
Nope, that's not how you say his last name.
I don't care. I'm gonna call him Chalamet.
He'll always be Chalamet to me.
He'll always be Chalamet to me.
All right, coming up, we are going to
No, wait,
get...
hold on.
Okay.
If you're going to talk about Chalamet, it's Chalamet.
Little man sitting courtside. And,
There's a photo on my Instagram page of me and Timmy.
Really?
Yes.
And
When did you meet him?
Bright red. Blush.
Where did you meet him?
Oh, at the Laker game. I had Corey Gamble introduce me. I was like, I needed an introduction.
Was this year?
No, last year.
Okay.
And then I was covering the Knicks a lot. I saw him a lot, but I was just trying not to be weird.
Oh.
The only Knicks celeb that I really got to say hello to was Ben Stiller.
Mm-hmm.
And he hugged me. I don't know that he knew who I was. He was just really happy.
He knows who you are.
I don't know. I didn't. You know how you get the recognition. I didn't get that.
No,
you could see
you know who you are.
Somebody know who I am.
He knows who you are. He is a really big NBA fan.
Fan.
He's just going to know you from this space.
Okay.
Like, I have been surprised.
But I thought he might have just been drunk from the celebration.
Well, it doesn't
they
have
were
to be-
they were in there.
It doesn't have to be an either or. It could be both.
Yeah,
He
kinda
recognized
both,
you and he was drunk.
But I saw Chalamet a few times and I was trying to be cool. But he definitely pretended to know who I was.
Was he with his
yeah,
girlfriend?
I like your work. Yeah.
Was he with his girlfriend?
No, he was solo that night.
Oh, okay.
It was right before the Bob Dylan movie was up for the Oscars.
Oh, okay.
And
I still got to watch the movie.
And I was gushing about how much I like the movie and I hope you win. By the way, I really like that movie. I did not like Marty Supreme. Didn't like it.
Everyone's saying that's a really good movie, too.
I didn't dig it. I usually don't have that reaction to movies. And maybe it's because I wasn't expecting what the kind of movie was. It was a hard watch. I was on a plane. I don't know.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
Yeah. He's
and
not a likable character.
No, he is definitely not likable at all. It's also a long movie.
It's long. It keeps going, and the stuff keeps falling apart. And
yeah, it felt slower paced than some of the other Safdie Brothers movies that I like. But he's a good actor. He is a good actor.
I could see why it didn't win. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I would say too. The next movie that he does that he's up for an Oscar, his Oscar campaign.
Yeah, he's got to work harder at it.
No, I can tell you what his campaign should be.
What?
Just go watch Knicks games and get super excited for real. That's the most likable I think people have found Chalamet, because a lot of people don't like his campaigning style, which feels very method acting like he's playing a character or stuff like that. People, I think, got a kick out of him just enjoying and fanboying.
I think he should work with me. I could get him the Oscar.
What if I told you?
Yeah, I think I know how to do it.
All right.
You have to work with real storytellers and not just go on TV and say weird stuff all the time.
Okay.
And insult random people. And
you have told us the story of the Clippers in the past.
Yeah.
I want you to tell us the story of what's going on right now with the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. That's coming up next, 710 ESPN.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The United States is headed to the knockout stage after an impressive group stage campaign that saw the Americans finish atop Group D. Despite Thursday's loss to Turkey, the U.S. men's national team did more than enough in its first two matches to emerge as Group D winners and keep its World Cup hopes very much alive. Now the focus shifts to the round of 32. The U.S. will take on Bosnia and Herzegovina on July 1st at 5 p.m. at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. The Americans are expected to have a fully healthy Christian Pulisic back in the lineup, and with the U.S. entering as the clear favorite, they'll be looking to take the next step toward what could be a memorable World Cup run.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where exceptional care is tailored 100% to kids. And it's where every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one need: your child's health. Whether it's routine care or a life-saving procedure, CHLA is where families turn to when outcomes truly matter. Children's Hospital Los Angeles, 125 years of building hope and healthier futures. Go to chla.org today.
Hi, it's Chris Morales here for LifeSource Water Systems. If you're still drinking and bathing in LA's harsh tap water, it's time to upgrade to a LifeSource whole house water system. LifeSource filters every drop of water in your home so you can drink, bathe, and cook with clean, delicious water. It's the essential home appliance. Right now, during their summer special, LifeSource is paying your sales tax. Bam! That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call their factory today at 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Mike, you've been around a lot of teams, and what you've built at Rotolo Chevrolet, it just feels different.
Travis, I appreciate that. It all starts with believing in our people. If you empower them, they'll do right by the customer.
And that's where the culture comes from.
Exactly. We don't just sell cars. We focus on giving customers what they want and making it a great experience.
That's why people like me keep coming back. I've been here 3 times.
That's the win for us. I get to keep seeing you. Long-term relationships, not just transactions.
Rotolo Chevrolet, #1 for a reason.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696. And manage your diabetes as easy as...
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
Payoff pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back! It's on its way! Out of here! Miguel Rojas!
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
If you just put your hand in mine, we're gonna leave all our troubles behind. We gonna walk and don't look back.
It's a very Brian Cohen playlist today.
This one was fun right here. I've never heard this before. Yeah. This is, Peter Tosh and Mick Jagger.
Oh, I can hear Mick in this. Okay. Yeah.
There's Mick.
This definitely is a Friday. I mean, you got to keep it together for another hour and a half, guys.
By the way, Mick Jagger may make an appearance in the upcoming Game of Games.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm going to say. Not even necessarily a clue about the game.
Did you or your
itself.
wife write this? Or maybe your daughter?
I absolutely wrote it. My wife and my daughter love them both. I'd like to think they both love me.
Mm-hmm.
They're not putting in the effort of Game of
Nevin
Games.
volunteered to write it again today.
Really?
He said, I kind of had fun doing that. You want me to do it again today?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Game of Games
This
takes
is like a
work.
cheat code. This is like when, you forget, and Lindsay's like, that's all right. I got like 10 of them already pre-written. Like, that's the one that somebody forgets.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay's got like 10 of them.
Mace actually had to bail me out when we were at HPC.
Did it happen?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I completely forgot that I was supposed to write the game. Like, I even had it on my calendar, reminders, write the game. There was a lot going on at that time in Casa de Kamenetzky, and I just forgot. I just completely, I almost said, like, the real bleep on air.
Wait, how late in the show did you realize?
Right before Game of Games. Like, right
oh, my
before.
God. I didn't even know it was like that.
Mace saved me. Mace had an extra game. I think he recycled an old game that he had done before. But, I mean, I had completely forgot. It's never happened to me. Never. In all the, probably this point, we've both done hundreds of games. Never forgotten.
I should recycle some. I should do that. That's a really good idea that I have not tapped into yet.
I think he just keeps them on standby in case you in case
Well,
you
like if I
absolutely
did it
need
5
one.
years ago, no one's
Right.
going to remember.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Left on Base is saying disappointing, Andy, in the chat. I agree. It was
I
disappointing.
know. Every once in a while, you just totally boff one.
There was just a lot going on. So
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers have had a lot going on over the last
Yeah.
year. The aspiration investigation.
Still
which,
waiting on that one.
Still waiting. I had joked. Remember, Adam Silver was asked about this during the finals or before the finals began, and he said that they still were doing a few things, tying up a few loose ends, but ready to get the thing done. I had joked that he was going to say we have 4 to 7 games more worth of information to uncover before we reveal this, just because obviously they don't want to overshadow the finals.
And I'm not right now either.
Well, this is part of the problem with a sport that is basically year-round in its coverage.
Oh, there's nothing going on in August.
You think that's when they're going to drop it?
I mean,
here's the thing, though, and you can.
That's what I would do.
Well, this leads to Kawhi, though, and other teams. And there's talk right now, chatter that the Clippers may be open to moving Kawhi. Kawhi might want to play for another team. If you're another team, can you confidently forget the health questions and whatever? Can you confidently trade for Kawhi without knowing the resolution? Like,
I think so.
What
Yeah.
if his contract gets voided?
I
or
don't
something
think
like
it's
that?
going to.
But what if it does, though? What if he's suspended?
I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think it's just it's there is something in your contract that you sign that you agree that you're not knowingly going to circumvent the salary cap, but the bar to proving that Kawhi did that, knowingly did all that, there's just I think the bar to prove knowingly circumventing the salary cap is very high. Like, that's why the way that Pablo presented this is the only way you could have, right? Like, you can't if you really look at what has been reported, it's people from aspiration, unnamed workers or whistleblowers or former employees from that company who have said,
and also signed
affidavits who have said, this is what we believe it was for. This is what we were told that contract was for. And you also have just common sense, which is, why did they give him so much money to not do anything?
There is, to me at least, there's no other explanation. Like, nothing else actually makes sense.
No, I think a lot of other things make sense.
Such as?
I'm not trying to cape for the Clippers.
No, I know. I'm
okay. The guy has literally been convicted of fraud. The guy who owned this company. This was a fraudulent company. So if the people in his company have been told this is what it was for, they are being told that by a con man. That's what they were told. You have to prove that the Clippers did it for those reasons. You have to prove that the Clippers knew that contract existed for those reasons, or that it was set up that way or telegraphed that there are other instances of this. I certainly think that it's possible, but to me, the most likely explanation is that this guy had a company that was a Ponzi scheme. It was like smoke and mirrors. They had a bunch of I'm going to lay it out. I think this guy had a company that was putting out investor sheets or trying to get into more investors based on contracts that did not exist. They were like lying about existing business they had. They got huge investments from very big investors like Steve Ballmer, one of the richest men in America. If I was a guy running a Ponzi scheme, I would do anything to keep one of the richest men in America continuing to invest in my company. So what would I would throw a giant contract at his star to keep him, like, hey, I took care of your guy.
Yeah, but
I mean, wouldn't that make sense?
Well, it would make sense in theory.
Yeah.
Except at some point, if you're Steve Ballmer, you're going to be wondering, hey, what is my guy doing for your company?
I don't think people look at the back end that much.
But if it's that much money,
I don't think he knew how much money it was. I think they made an introduction. You want to talk to Kawhi? That just like any team sponsor would. They had the jersey patch. They make an introduction, and then they have, and then whatever happens on the contract is what happens. That's the agent's business. I don't think Rich Paul's telling the Lakers how much LeBron's getting for that Jim Beam ad.
Right, but the Jim Beam ad has nothing to do with the Lakers. This is directly involved with a partner.
Kind of. Like, I mean, once you make an introduction, it's their business. But I think them trying to keep like, to me, this is all about currying favor with one of the richest guys in America, which is okay. And they are now a team sponsor. So they have some level of business relation. Although it wasn't that long. If you look at the actual dates,
Sure.
it was only like, was it a full year?
But it was
even?
long enough. But it was long enough, though, to coincide with what I would think at least Steve Ballmer would be interested in involving Kawhi. Like, this is your face.
The part that Pablo reported that is super convincing to me is the extra payments. Is Kawhi not getting paid what he was promised? Is Dennis calling them saying, "Hey, you haven't made good on this contract," and then very shortly thereafter, somebody else, I think it was Dennis Wong, who is Ballmer's business partner, makes an investment in Aspiration that then goes essentially right back to Kawhi.
Right.
That's the part that is like, whoa, that looks bad.
But the other,
that transaction right there is the one thing where you can go, okay, there's a very direct link, The other stuff, former employees saying what they were told by some con man, that's not persuasive to me. That transaction right there, it's like almost a 1-to-1. That's the one I'm like, they got to figure out.
Here's the thing, though, con men. There are honest versions. Like there is a truthful version of what a con man did. I don't mean the con man's telling the truth. I mean, there is ultimately an honest explanation, like a true explanation of what a con man did. And like when Steve Ballmer, the interview that you guys did, and he said that they conned him, I actually believe him.
I do too. There's a lot of other people who lost, a lot of super smart people, like Bruce Karsh, one of the biggest guys in LA.
But here's the reason I believe him. If you were doing some type of circumvention scheme, which I 100% believe, my opinion, Steve Ballmer was doing, you want this to be an ironclad, legit company, because then they're less likely to be investigated or have their books open.
Yeah, that's the Cuban defense.
But that's
the Cuban defense is if we were doing something really nefarious, wouldn't Steve just pay to get that company out of debt so that it never goes to
right?
It never goes to it never goes to a lawsuit. Nothing's in discovery, et cetera.
The idea, though, that they were con people, I totally believe that. Like Steve Ballmer.
I mean, the guy's been convicted.
Right. And also Steve Ballmer would want, if you were looking to do this type of cap circumvention, you want a legit company because that company is less likely to end up ever being investigated like this. Their books opened up, their debts looked at. And then all of a sudden you discover this. The only reason we know about this at all is because Aspiration was fraudulent and had all this stuff going on.
Yeah, that's why it all came out.
Right. But so the idea that Steve Ballmer got conned, I believe that. The problem is, to me, that's not a defense. That's not actually a defense for Steve Ballmer.
You're trying to, the NBA can't do this like, it looks bad. They have to actually prove that they did what is being alleged here. This is still just an allegation. You have to prove it. So you're trying to, it's really hard to disprove a story. It's much harder. Well, no, sorry. It's really hard to prove a story. It's much easier to disprove something, right? So let's go back to the whole Kawhi thing.
Right.
And what happens next. I don't think he's in any jeopardy. I've made enough calls on it, and nobody seems worried about that anymore. Initially, people were, but it doesn't seem like they are now. He's got 1 year left on his deal. They're obviously going young. They're trying to stay somewhat competitive. They got Darius Garland, and I think Ballmer has an emotional attachment to Kawhi. I think I think the organization values him very highly. But teams are definitely calling about him, and I think it will take an offer from a team with a chance to win, and a compelling offer for the Clippers to part ways with it. To consider these deals. I've heard some names. I think Detroit's a name that I've heard connected to them.
That's interesting because there's reports coming out that Kawhi would be unwilling to sign an extension with Detroit.
I think Toronto is another team. He won a championship there. He's still very popular there. I wonder about some of the other.
San Antonio's come up.
Yeah, it's a former team. I don't see that at all. Dallas is another team I've heard. That's interesting. It's kind of a team going young. But he would fit in a way because they like Kawhi. They like Kyrie. They like Cooper Flagg. He's a good vet. He also has a relationship with Masai Ujiri. They won a title together. So there's a few other teams that have. And Miami did some due diligence on him. Yeah. I reported already on the Warriors. Yeah. I don't think the Clippers like the Warriors package at that point. I don't know if the Warriors are doing anything to reengage or sweeten. I thought if that would happen, it would have happened on draft day.
Do do you think, though, because this is unresolved, do you think teams can actually, if they're interested in trading for Kawhi, can talk to the league and even get like a broad idea of what may happen? Because I know if I was a GM or an owner, I would be super apprehensive about trading for Kawhi without any type of resolution. Just because you're probably right that at the end of the day, he's not going to be suspended. The contract won't be voided. Yeah. But until you know, like if say especially if you're looking to trade for Kawhi, the idea of, okay, you know what? I'll take the short-term risk like Toronto did. And if he walks, whatever. But it's all about this season. If it's all about this season, you need to know, is he going to be suspended for any of it? Is he going to be available for all of it? Like, is there any way, do you think other teams can even get a broad idea of what might happen?
Yes. I mean, I can't elaborate. I can't.
Oh, no, but I mean, just...
It's too in the weeds reporting.
No, look, knowing that is actually
I mean, look,
info.
They'll try to check, but nobody can tell them. But I'm just telling you, like, the conversations around the league right now, I don't think anyone's worried about it.
Huh.
Okay? So some level of that component. Nobody knows what's going to happen with the Clippers.
Right.
Nobody knows where they're going to land here, what the league's going to do. Everybody, you hear every once in a while, you'll hear something, I think I know, right? I don't think anyone's worried about Kawhi anymore. I just don't. I've made enough calls on this. It's just, if you might be worried about it, I don't think the rest of the league is.
Do you think there's a real...
Of like voiding his contract,
right.
yada, yada.
Last thing before we break, do you think there's any chance that they end up just re-upping and staying together?
Yeah. He's comfortable here. They really like him here. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, Kawhi is really good when he's healthy, and and people see how hard he works just to play because he's had so many injuries. He's the guy that chose them as a free agent, like that elevated them. You know, Paul George was a trade, so he really, that like makes you good for life, kind of. You know, you chose us. This is like a big free agent they landed, and I just think they respect him. I think that he's comfortable in LA. But does that make sense for them? I don't know if the Clippers, like, they've resisted this so far because of how highly they value him, and they should. He's amazing. I watched him a lot last year. I go down to the Clippers games a lot.
He's a great player when he's
healthy. Did you see the All-Star game?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
He is still, when healthy, a great player.
Yeah, and he's exactly the kind of guy that a contender could add as long as you're not counting on him to be your 1A guy.
All right, coming up, the Dodgers are officially at the halfway point. They got a series this weekend against the Padres. Does it still have juice? We'll talk about that coming up next, 710 ESPN.
Tonight at 6 on Road to the Cup. Mario, what a performance for Mexico and the United States. All three CONCACAF hosts are through to the knockout stages.
Yeah, Mexico flying, the U.S. men's national team is flying, and the round of 32, the knockout stage, begins this Sunday, Dave.
And all the big players have shown up. It has made this tournament something special already, and I know that's going to continue. Join us, Road to the Cup, coming up tonight, 6 o'clock on ESPN LA.
Red Card penalty. Score big flavor with Waba Grill's new Red Card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken ball, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Waba Grill.
Light up your 4th of July with big savings at George Chevrolet right now. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select new 2026 Chevrolet Trax, Equinox, and Silverado models. That's right, low monthly payments and no interest financing on 3 of Chevy's most popular models. Don't miss the 4th of July sales event going on now at George Chevrolet. Visit them in Bellflower or online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hey LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. 0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
No, I am Captain Spicy.
You are not Captain Spicy.
I am Captain Spicy.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Absolutely full of crap.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I like this.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Tulum is a great place.
Depends on what time of year you go.
You don't. That is true. Or how old
Spring
you
break,
are.
I would not recommend.
I was going to say, or how old
you are, yeah.
Like the kids in the back with the social media, they want to be there during
I
spring
think
break
also
time.
it might have, like it used to be a little more off the tourist track. Like, oh, the tourists go to Cancun and they're like people who want to really enjoy Mexico and the Riviera Coast go to Tulum. It's like a 2-hour drive kind of. And now it's like more of the tourists go to Tulum.
Yeah.
It's kind of built up. So we got to find like the next place.
Well,
if you say it, everyone will go there. Don't say it.
That's true. Okay.
Like, I've heard good things about Panama. People heard things about Panama.
My cousin has been to Panama and he liked it a lot, actually.
Because like Costa Rica's kind of jumped the shark. Costa
Yeah.
Rica's cool, but too many people go there now. It's too expensive and it's too touristy.
Yeah, my cousin is in the cigar business. So
Okay.
he's been to a lot of those different countries and he liked Panama quite a bit.
Okay. I heard about this girl in my workout class. She was like, yeah, I have a wellness space in Panama. I'm like, take me with you.
Wellness space?
Yeah, like where you have retreats and stuff. Like, yes.
So you
go.
I think you know more interesting people than I do. Like
A lot of it is through my workout group.
Right.
A lot of it is like, it's just a bunch of girls that, it's almost all women. There's like 1 or 2 guys who come who every once in a while come by. But there's just super, like, think about the type of woman who would like get up at either 7:30, 8:30, or 9:30 and go work out like pretty hard every day. Like it's a certain subset, right? It's like career women who like get probably in there, like almost every one of us is like in our 30s, between 30 and 50. There's a couple who are on the lower end, a couple on the higher end. There's a couple of 60s, but not many. So it's like it's power women in their 30s and 50s.
That's
That's
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, they all got kind of interesting businesses. You're like, well, what do you do? You know?
Tune in tonight, 6 p.m., Road to the Cup on ESPN LA. Dave Denholm, Mario Ruiz, bringing you previews, analysis, and reaction from soccer's biggest tournament and the biggest matchups. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. Dodgers, Padres playing this weekend. They're gonna play each other 7 times in the next 10 games.
Baseball's so weird like this. It's like so early in the year to have this series.
Well, what's funny about
What's
funny about this series, Funchy and I were talking before the show began.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like, even though it's Dodgers, Padres, and I know that's always going to mean something to the fans, it doesn't feel right now like it has the same juice.
Well, that's Brian. That's your Friars problem.
Yeah, I feel like the Padres kind of taking a turn downhill the last month
What
or
the
so.
heck's up with Jackson Merrill? Isn't that guy supposed to be good?
I mean, that whole team's supposed to be good.
I know. Like that guy, that Jackson Merrill was the next great superstar, and they signed him to this big deal.
All-star last year.
You can hear me. He's on my fantasy teams, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
Now it's personal.
I mean, I've been waiting all year. Come on, are we gonna get hot here?
No,
clearly, and he's barely batting 200.
Okay, this is how much the difference is right now between the Dodgers and everyone else. Dodgers are 52-29, 64.2% winning. Padres, next team behind them in the West, 42-37. They are 53.2% winning percentage.
Bleh.
Here's the biggest gap. Dodgers plus 144 run differential.
That's
For all the concerns.
They've had a lot of blowouts.
Right. But I'm just saying, for all the
12-3.
concerns about the Dodger offense, the way we talk about bats going cold, plus 144 run differential.
Okay.
Padres, next closest team to the Dodgers, -5.
Oh, man. Seriously?
Yes. I didn't know that till today either. I just looked this up. I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy. In baseball, in the National League?
When there's in the West.
In the West.
In the NL West.
Still. Well,
It's pretty staggering.
the Dodgers run differential is like, to me, that's a lot of, there's been a lot of blowouts.
Sure.
I tune in and it's like, oh, it's 9-4. No, thanks. Like, it's already over. But they, it's also, that's all about pitching to me. That's like the Dodgers just have enough arms. Baseball is so much about, it's so much about pitching depth, not just the top end of your rotation, but like the regular season is about depth and the playoffs are about top end guys. And the Dodgers have both.
Yeah. I mean, again, plus 144 run differential for the Dodgers, -5 for the Padres, and they are the closest in the NL West to the Dodgers, and they're underwater. Like, this is why, as much as, we dig into everything with the Dodgers because it's a long season, we know our audience wants to hear us opine on it. There's, like, nothing to worry about with this team at all. Like,
yeah, there is.
Well,
I mean, I think they're pitching, top-end pitching. Like, Glasnow's still hurt.
Sure.
I mean, that concerns me. Shohei's been pretty good, but, the issue that we talked about yesterday with Dalton Rushing, that's concerning. Like, I don't know. Yamamoto, he's been good. I'm not concerned about Yamamoto.
There's things maybe to keep
Blake Snell out, hurt.
Sure. Come September, if these things still exist, then sure.
Yeah.
But like right now, it's crazy. The Dodgers have been better than the West for so long, but I'm old enough to remember when the West felt competitive, even if the Dodgers were better. They're just running circles around everyone.
I know. The Rockies are really bad always. But they got, the Giants, what's going on them? Buster Posey, no.
Yeah, that's
nothing.
Rafael Devers arguing. It's ugly. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the series. It kicks off tonight. Sasaki versus old friend Walker Buehler.
Walker Buehler.
This will be his second career game against the Dodgers.
That almost makes me want to go. I have fond memories of Walker Buehler.
You should go.
And you know what? I feel so bad for him. Like, he just, like, health-wise, I know. He worked his way back from so many things. And he had that one shining moment in the World Series.
And that one matters, man.
And then after that, it's like, what? I always think of things as a writer. Like, what do you do after you've had the one shining moment and then your body falls apart? And you're just never that guy anymore. And he's just kind of hanging in there. But he's a young man.
I know, man. It can really, really be stark the way age affects an athlete. Where, like, all of a sudden you're in your late 20s.
God.
You have so much life ahead of you, but it's like, I am potentially in some dangerous waters now. Sometimes if you're in your late 20s, early 30s. Like, that's pretty
rough.
It's pretty nuts. The last time
I like, when I was growing up, there were these girls I played. We all, like, came through the same rec ball leagues and stuff and all-stars. And there was this one girl, she was the best pitcher. She was always, like, the all-star pitcher, et cetera. But she, like, peaked at 12. Like... peaked at 12, I was like, that was it. Like, she didn't turn into much after that. Like, growing up, nobody could hit her. I'm not gonna say her name because it might get back to her. But, like, I feel bad. Like, how do you feel? Like, your whole life,
that
you're
would be
like,
the weirdest aggregation if you got aggregated for that.
She doesn't live in the state anymore. It's okay.
You never know.
But, like, isn't that sad? Like, you think about your whole life, man, I peaked at 12.
You never know who's listening. All right, Fast Track coming up next. A little zoom from Funchy, a little zoom from BC. That is next, 710 ESPN.
The home of the Lakers. And now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
And I got stung by a bee in the palm of my hand. Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Let me tell you something right now. My right hand is like blown up, and my left hand's like totally normal, but my right hand is so swollen and in so much pain.
This is amazing.
I'm scratching everything so much, like I'm bleeding.
Well, did you take Benadryl?
No.
Why not? Why? I'm sure there's something in your emergency kit.
Oh, yeah, no, I looked in the medical emergency.
Did he spit? Did you spit on it? Why did you spit on it?
I did, but it didn't work. Between the car and the massive injury that I'm now dealing with.
Wow.
You're
only in your mid-50s, and you already sound like an old Hebraic brother in his 70s. Like, look at what happened to me all weekend.
Look what happened. Look at this. I got stung by a bee. Look at this hand.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
The next great story in Los Angeles is happening in Glendale. Hyundai of Glendale is now open. Lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SC for just $279 per month. Plus, enjoy owner's assurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call 818-222-8000 or visit HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$279 per month plus tax. Closed and lease for 24 months. $39.99 total due at signing plus government fees and taxes. On approved above average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 75 miles per year. 20 cents per excess miles. Expires 6/30/26.
Oye, injured in a crash? A slip and fall? Don't settle small, you've gotta make the call. He does the heavy lifting, he handles the fight. Big Tony steps in and makes it alright. No baloney, call Big Tony. He fights, he delivers, your victory is waiting. No fee till we win. He gets the compensating. No baloney, call Big Tony. 866-456-8669. BigTonyLaw.com.
Attorney advertising prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Tony is attorney Tony Ward, primary office in Los Angeles, California.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, Punchy.
Zoom, guys. So this morning on the way to the station, I pulled up next to a lady next to me, and she was.
Are we talking about in a car?
In a car.
Okay,
yes.
let's just see. Let's correct.
She was consuming. She was consuming basically a Scooby-Doo breakfast sandwich. Like it was like 5 stacks or whatever.
Oh, like the Dagwood, the old Dagwood from the cartoons.
She had 2 hands on it, eating it, and blah blah blah, having a good time. You know, it was traffic. It was up. I was near the station.
Was she one-handing this?
Two-handing it while she was driving.
Okay, and like how you
what hands
are on
with
the
her
wheel?
elbows?
Yeah, she's steering her elbows or whatever, or legs or whatever. And I'm like, dude, how do you do that? Like,
you shouldn't.
I came to the conclusion maybe like a month ago, like I don't want to eat while I'm driving anymore. So whenever I get something to eat or whatever, I pull over for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And
it's a really good idea.
And
I've
consume
told
it, you know?
Like, okay, this is embarrassing.
But do you guys eat when you drive? Do you guys eat when you drive? Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a couple of embarrassing stories now. It's Friday. Why not? I like the Wendy's chicken sandwich. That's like my jam.
I love that one, too.
I love that one. It's like a good chicken sandwich.
Baconator, too.
Yeah, I add mustard to it with pickles. Really good. I got one recently, and as I'm walking, I do try to like be sanitary, like wrap a napkin around it and have a napkin in the seat. And this thing must have just come straight out of the fryer because when I bit into it, like hot grease squirted at me and hit me in the face.
Oh.
And I was like, ow, oh my God. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, this is so embarrassing right now. Like, did I actually burn myself?
I don't think you have anything to be embarrassed by that.
Yeah, a little bit.
No. I mean, if anything, the
I
folks...
could have sued them.
I was going to say, you could have become the McDonald's coffee lady.
Yeah, but
I
don't want to be known for this. That's so embarrassing.
Talk about being aggregated.
Oh, God. And then, like, you really, it's okay to eat in the car, but you shouldn't eat anything that could potentially be messy. Like, to me, if you're going to eat French fries in the car, you can't have ketchup. Just can't do that. Like we all try that with I'll just take the napkin and I'll put the ketchup on it and I'll balance it. It's going to fall.
No.
It's going to get all over your car. It's going to be gross.
Can't eat nuggets with the dipping sauce. No, you can't do any of that.
You can maybe try the dipping sauce because it's in a container. Sort of, but
can't.
that's hard. It's
I'm
going to
messy.
fall.
I'm messy. I gotta have napkins around me on my waist or whatever, around my legs, or I'm gonna just drop everything and come to work messy.
The perfect thing to eat in the car, it's boring, but I'm just saying in terms of just low maintenance.
And you're not going to cause any
Not
problems
going to cause an accident.
for yourself
You're not going to get stuff all over you. Just an apple. An apple's perfect. You can.
No, dude. What are you talking about?
Yes.
You could definitely squirt apple juice in your face as you bite into that.
How do you eat an apple, Ramona?
Down to your pants.
If it's a juicy apple.
That has never happened to me in my
Where
life.
are you buying your apples?
I mean, I got a guy.
I got a guy.
I get a better guy.
I mean, if you got a juicy apple, and also those things are hard. So sometimes you have to kind of wrestle it.
I'm starting to think now you should have been embarrassed with this chicken sandwich thing. The whole eating thing is seeming like a real ordeal for you.
I mean, have you ever been? Well, you must have really good teeth.
I sleep with a mouth guard on now to protect it. So yeah, I guess it's working.
Do you guys ever see anyone eating something with a bowl or a fork?
Oh, I've seen all of it.
Oh, come on, man!
I've
You
seen
can't be
people
doing that.
eat with a plate in the car.
No,
that's psychopathic.
No, I can't do
I've
that.
done it.
I've done it.
Come
I've
on,
done
man.
it. I do it all the time, man.
Eating cereal or something?
No,
Traffic
not
out here,
cereal.
you know?
I've done a
You're in
plate.
the car a long time.
I bring my food in. I put a plate down, and I brought a spoon. I brought a fork, all that, but nothing messy.
Right. Dangerous game, ice cream cone. That is a
Oh,
dangerous
yeah.
Very
game while
dangerous.
driving.
Yes, especially if it's really, really hot outside or whatever. You don't
yeah.
have the AC on, or
Yeah.
it's going to melt fast.
Well, you got to eat it fast, and then you're risking the cold ache.
But there's also
the cold headache.
There's also the kid thing where you have ice cream, or you got my kids. Oftentimes we will have the bagel and cream cheese in the car on the drive to school or soccer in the morning or whatever. And Jacob likes to. My youngest, he's always like, "I'm done," and I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. Just hold on to it." No, take it. So I got to do the mom reach back while I got one arm on. And it's this is treacherous. He's got to get into my arm, kind of blind, right? I can't look back. And, sometimes I get my finger in the cream cheese. Sometimes it falls. Then he gets upset. I mean, it's a whole thing.
Absolutely. There's a lot going on.
It's a good idea, Funchy. I don't know if it's practical.
Yeah.
See.
So MLB and the MLB Players Association have been kind of going back and forth here. Jeff Passan has
they're going to have a
reported-
lockout. It's
Yeah,
happening.
it's going to be a lockout. The new thing from yesterday from the MLB Players Association is apparently they want to put a stop to all baseball-related prop bets to kind of combat the harassment that kind of comes with it.
I love that.
I like it too. As somebody who bets on it, I don't have a problem if the players themselves want to get rid of these, prop bets. But it kind of raised a debate in my group chat here. What's bigger, MLB or, Vegas and these gambling apps? Who's going to win this?
Oh,
I mean, to me, this isn't even so much a Vegas thing or a gambling app thing, although they obviously have a voice. It's an MLB owners thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to want to get rid of that revenue stream.
how much are they making from the gambling companies?
A lot.
Are they are they integrated?
I would assume so.
I assume so, but I don't know that.
I can't imagine that they would.
Because it's kind of a trade. If you guys want to cut off a revenue stream, then we're not going to give you something that you want. Then we're taking some of your money.
Right. I cannot imagine the league ultimately agreeing to something that means less money for us. That's a big concession because those prop bets are super popular.
They're super popular and they make a lot of money for a lot of people.
Get more people watching.
But they really affect guys.
I know.
I'm telling you, it's you thought social media harassment was bad. Try when there's money involved.
Well, but here's the thing, though. They're connected.
Yeah.
The reason these athletes can hear about you bleeped up my prop bet, you owe me money, all of a sudden they're sliding into your DMs over money. It's because of social media. Betting on players has been around forever, but you couldn't hear directly from fans before. This stuff's been going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
So we're going to have more integrity by taking away the prop bets, but also we're going to be able to bet on the game still.
Yes.
The actual score.
Outcome.
Well, the prop
outcome.
bets. Okay, look, the person we all talk about is Emmanuel Clase, the reliever who's in the federal investigation. I mean, some of those prop bets on him that were unbelievable. that he would throw on purpose.
First pitch ball. Or
first
something
pitch
like
ball. I mean, come on. What are we
that's
doing
like,
with these bets?
when Jonte Porter, when
Yeah.
he got caught up in this and arrested and whatnot, the red flag in that whole thing was a prop bet on Jonte Porter.
Wow, what are we
like,
doing?
in and of itself, that's going to raise red flags.
Yeah.
Like, there are probably people in the league who didn't know who Jonte
So
Porter
I think the
was.
leagues and the gambling companies have worked together already to kind of tamp down on some of those ridiculous prop bets. The first pitch ball, like, come on.
Yeah.
That's too easy for someone to manipulate.
Yeah, and also, too, it's going to feel too inconsequential in the grand scheme of things for, you hope, anybody to even notice. Like, okay, I throw a ball for the first pitch, then I'm going to start trying. Like, it's too easy.
Yeah.
So, all right, coming up, a little more Fast Track on the other side. Mason, Ireland, Andy Kamenetzky, Ramona Shelburne, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
It's time for your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Here's Mario Ruiz.
The United States is headed to the knockout stage after an impressive group stage campaign that saw the Americans finish atop Group D. Despite Thursday's loss to Turkey, the U.S. men's national team did more than enough in its first two matches to emerge as Group D winners and keep its World Cup hopes very much alive. Now the focus shifts to the round of 32. The U.S. will take on Bosnia and Herzegovina on July 1st at 5 p.m. at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. The Americans are expected to have a fully healthy Christian Pulisic back in the lineup, and with the U.S. entering as the clear favorite, they'll be looking to take the next step toward what could be a memorable World Cup run.
And that's your Valvoline Instant Oil Change Summer of Soccer update. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. From kickoff to the final whistle, performance matters. Keep your vehicle running strong. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Los Angeles, your Rams have reloaded, and they're ready to kick off their 2026 campaign. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett joins reigning MVP Matthew Stafford to lead the Rams into massive matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and more. To experience every matchup live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, plus interest-free monthly payment plans and stadium event pre-sale access, visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Get your Rams season tickets today.
Call Jacob. Hey, it's Mace. And I'm Ireland. After a crash, you are on the spot. You got to make the right decisions. So count on peace of mind. Count on Jacob. Here's what I mean. 800-345-6789. Mace, you just count to 9. Exactly. Count on a plan. Count on a team that moves fast. Count on Jacob.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Oh no, I dropped my lip balm in the water. I can't think of anything worse than the looming threat of potentially having chapped lips. It was ginger vanilla, too. My favorite flavor.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutosquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
The summer of soccer's here. Rock and Brews is your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens, game day food, drink specials, and unbeatable atmosphere. Bring your crew. Cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. Zoom, Funchy.
Zoom. All right. One of my favorite podcasts is All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. They had a really, really special guest this past week.
One Barack Obama?
Yes, former President Barack Obama. And I don't think he lit up with the guys on the show. So if you're expecting that, I know some guests light up with them when they're doing their podcast and they like to, hang out and do their thing.
That would get aggregated.
I know. We would probably know about that. But I'm sure that Obama was Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson's dream interview when they came up with this podcast, like one of the guys that they wanted to interview and dreamt about or whatever. So, Andy, Ramona, you guys are in this business too. What is your dream interview?
Oh, like somebody to interview.
Someone living that you would want to interview and, on a podcast or even on a radio show here.
Go first.
I got one of mine years ago. Brian and I, when we were doing our podcast for ESPN, we got Gary Oldman in studio. That was one of my. He's one of my.
Dracula?
He's one of my all-time favorite actors. He was promoting a movie of his called Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, and we managed to get him, and he was running late. His people were super apologetic. He was apologetic. But because of that, and we waited a while, he gave us an hour. We were only promised half an hour.
Get out of here.
We were in the side studio. He was
here?
Yes.
What?
He was
How'd
awesome.
you get him in the first place?
Reached out to the
manager or something?
I believe we reached out to the PR company that was doing this movie, and because it was a smaller movie, they were looking for places like ESPN. I'll tell you who was my great white whale of interviews that I was trying to get, and I couldn't, and unfortunately he's no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
The singer D'Angelo.
Oh, my
tried
God.
so. I
R.I.P.
reached out to his people at least 10 times trying to get him, and I never even got a nibble.
There was a period of time for 10 or 15 years he did no press.
I know.
Wasn't seen anywhere.
Yeah, I wanted to interview him so badly, and I could not get it.
Interesting. So it's a harder question because is it for a radio or podcast interview, or is it for a story that I would write? In which case, I'd have to probably be some kind of sports tie-in.
Let's go both.
Dream big.
Dream big.
For me, the answer is always Oprah. That's the queen. That's Oprah.
It's hard to probably get her. She's typically the one doing the
I'll
interviews.
go on her podcast.
Yeah,
I don't need her to come on my podcast. I'll go on her. If I was on with Oprah,
With the
just
O?
be like,
You're a
that'd
harp-
be way bigger. That'd be way bigger than the New York Times crossword puzzle, 46 down.
I don't want you to sell yourself short, Momo.
That was really
incredible.
cool. That was really cool. But sharing it, even just meeting Oprah, I don't even know what I would do.
I have a family friend who worked for several years for Oprah's production company and said that Oprah was a very demanding boss.
I've heard that too.
But a very nice boss. She
Yeah.
said she actually enjoyed working with Oprah. She enjoyed Oprah herself, but she had very high standards.
Yeah, I can
how you
meet
get
high
to be
standards.
Oprah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Oprah would be if I could just go on her podcast, that would be so awesome. A sports story. I always wanted to do the Serena Williams story. But she's done so many before. I tried really hard. I had meetings with her people. I pitched a couple ideas. I tried to do cover stories, etc. But I think sometimes there's certain athletes that are so big that they don't make sense even for ESPN because they can just be on ESPN whenever. So if she's going to do big cover stories, she's going to do Vogue.
Right.
She's going to do, New York Magazine.
ESPN's too easy.
Yeah, you're already on.
Yeah, I remember when I first started doing stuff in this industry. I was doing stringer work for ESPN the magazine at the ESPYs, and Muhammad Ali was at the ESPYs, and he was going through the line, and I requested him. I did not get him. And then I realized it was for the best because the person next to me got Ali. So I was next to a person interviewing Muhammad Ali, and just being in proximity, I kind of froze up. I was like, that's
I know, I would too.
Like I realized in retrospect, I don't know if I would have done a good interview with him because I was so early in this. I was genuinely too starstruck. Like I was like, that is a like one of one icon. Like that is in the 1%ers of an icon. I got really nervous just watching him.
Yeah.
BC, who would you interview?
Off the top of my head, I think the first thing that comes is let me get like a tell-all with Ipe. Sit down, tell-all with Ipe.
Oh,
Mizumara.
wow. Look at you, man.
Now, would you be looking for gambling tips, or what are you doing
well,
there?
no tips, because as we know, he was very far in the red. So I just want to see how that whole
Well, you can
thing-
learn
it's
just
still
from
fascinating.
do the
Exactly.
opposite.
Right.
You know the guy who was the bookie for Ipe? He went to jail and he's already out. So you could talk to him.
Actually, he came on with
I know.
Mason
I
Arnold.
remember I heard it.
That's
yeah.
right.
So he's out. I think he's definitely doing interviews if you want to go talk to him.
He is, yes.
Yeah. Selling a book or something.
All right, BC, go ahead.
So if you didn't know, I think it was a couple days ago, Caleb Williams was like, hey, let me try to trademark my nickname here, the Iceman. Came out yesterday that it was rejected. Apparently some 1988 insulated boots already have the Iceman trademark. I wasn't aware of that.
Okay.
But he's there was a press conference the other day. It's like, oh, is there any other kind
Caleb
of...
Williams' nickname is the Iceman? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's what I think he was trying to go for here, with the Chicago Bears. Kind of a newer
How did that
nickname.
get to be his nickname?
He chose it. He wanted to be known as the Iceman. He's playing Chicago. It's cold. He's got ice in his veins, cold as ice, that sort of thing.
I think the new Madden covers kind of got like some ice
I don't think
to
you
it.
get to choose your nickname like that.
Right. Well, this kind of leads me to
All right.
who does currently have one of the better, nicknames in sports that you're like, oh, I don't know this guy's real name, or it doesn't matter because this is his name.
I'll tell you the nickname that I love the most that it still upsets me that the athlete rejected it. Kevin Durant, Slim Reaper, is such an amazing nickname that he rejected. I love the Slim
he doesn't
Reaper.
like that one?
No, he did not want to be called that at all.
I mean, to me, it's Joker. Like it's like that's his name now. It's
Right, yeah.
Nikola Jokic. I don't even know that I call him Jokic. I just call him Joker.
Like when you speak to him, do you call him Joker?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't say, "Hey, what's up, Joker?" I'm not on that basis with him. But sometimes I feel like in a press conference, I might have said Joker over here. Like people say that. Like it's just his name.
So
now.
that would mean that he likes the
Yeah, I
nickname.
think he likes it. Oh, he leans in. He's definitely worn the Joker costume. Didn't he wear that? I think there's pictures of him in it.
Yes.
Yeah, he leans into it.
He's also Gru.
I love that he leans into the Minions thing.
It's so great.
It's great.
So, Brian, he wanted to get the Iceman nickname. Does he know that Iceman George Gervin? Yeah.
I mean, the first thing also when it comes to mind is Val Kilmer, Top Gun.
Oh, right. Yes.
There's so many
Absolutely.
other,
There's a lot of other Iceman.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Thought it was a weird, choice, but
And I even think Drake is trying to steal the name Iceman right now as we speak.
Well, he gloms on anything.
Yeah.
What's Drake's claim to it?
He's trying to just, I don't know, that's a new album, I guess, called Iceman.
Probably like right now people are talking about Iceman. Iceman's popular, so therefore Drake wants to be a part of that. That's
we
my
just
theory.
have like no memory in this society anymore. Like you brought up George Gervin, I bet that never occurred to anybody.
Well, it didn't occur to Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
like
I mean, he was definitely not even born, but
he apparently had no idea that Iceman had been taken by another athlete, and I'm not even sure he knew who George Gervin was.
Yeah, I know.
Kids.
Finger roll, man. The finger roll.
I know, of course. San Antonio legend.
Yes.
I wonder if like any of the kids in the back with the social media, if they know who George Gervin is.
Kids in the back. Hello, kids in the back. Do you guys know
Not
who George
listening.
Gervin is?
Yeah.
No? All right.
Not a sing.
a
Okay,
shame.
DeAndre's
Yeah,
raising his
there
hand.
you go.
DeAndre's like, I know who George Gervin is. The rest of them are like, I don't understand why Caleb Williams can't be the Iceman. There's nobody else who's the Iceman. Damn kids.
Best nickname in sports I've ever known, White Chocolate.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
good.
Jason
that
Williams.
one. I love that one.
There was a whole story with his daughter this year on the softball team.
The softball team.
Mia
yes.
Williams.
Yes, see, she
And they
went to
didn't
Florida.
shake hands and
She
all
went
that
to
stuff. They tried to
Florida.
hit her. There was a
Yeah,
whole
she went to
thing.
Florida and then transferred to Texas Tech or whatever. Yes, and they beaned her like a couple times, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of my all-time favorite commercials is the one with Randy Moss and Jason Williams, who grew up together. And it was footage of them playing as high school teammates. And that Dukes of Hazzard, just the good old boys, was playing in the back because they're both like West Virginia guys. That was an awesome commercial. That was really good.
That was good.
Do you remember, too, also, and Jason Williams was in this one?
Yeah.
It was like Jason Williams, Lamar Odom, like a bunch of guys dribbling a
the
basketball.
ball. Yes,
Like it was like the stomp takeoff.
Yes, I do.
That one was fantastic.
Yes, I do remember that one.
Those were really, really good. All right, Fast Track has concluded. The Summer League for the Lakers is going to be upon us soon. We got some dates. There's some excitement over a few of the two-way players, plus Cameron Carr. That's all coming up next, 710 ESPN.
Tonight at 6 on Road to the Cup. Mario, what a performance for Mexico and the United States. All three CONCACAF hosts are through to the knockout stages.
Yeah, Mexico flying, the U.S. men's national team is flying, and the round of 32, the knockout stage, begins this Sunday, Dave.
And all the big players have shown up. It has made this tournament something special already, and I know that's going to continue. Join us, Road to the Cup, coming up tonight, 6 o'clock on ESPN LA.
All right, if building a winning culture was a sport, Mike Capozio's got a championship banner hanging at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Well said, Travis, but it starts with the people. Believe in your team and they'll deliver every time.
And that's exactly what happens. Award-winning dealership, massive SoCal presence. So what's the secret, Mike?
No secret, Travis. No secret at all. Just do the right thing by your customers, give them what they want, make it easy, and stand behind it.
And that is how dynasties are built.
Come see us in Fontana off the 210 freeway at Sierra or online at RotoloChevy.com.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Breaking news, a blockbuster trade, a major injury, a coaching change, a game-changing signing. When the biggest stories in sports break, get the news, rumors, updates, and analysis Southern California fans need on ESPN Los Angeles. 7:10 a.m. and the all-new ESPN LA app. Breaking news is powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
First show on the radio, and it's all I listen to all day, and every day I can't wait to listen to you guys.
That is so nice. So nice, you man.
Mason and Ireland.
These guys are a whole bunch of fools.
Back to the guys.
Now everybody knows this one. Momo?
One love.
Don't
worry.
Three Little Birds.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But nobody knows what this.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the name of it.
And when you said Three Little Birds, I'm like, oh, that sounds like the title.
Yeah. It's Three Little Birds. Both BC and I, when we were doing last week our top 5 favorite albums, top 5 best albums, however you want to phrase it, we both had Bob Marley albums in there.
Were you like stealing that bit from the what show did that? The top 5? Travis and
God, all of them.
That was a Travis bit.
Everyone does.
That was like an Emily bit that when she did the morning show.
Well, I can tell you actually the origin story of it.
Okay.
And it goes back to John Ireland and Tapestry.
Really?
I saw one of those like on this day in history type sites. It let me know that it was the 55th anniversary of the release of Tapestry.
Okay.
And I sent that link to John because I know John would like get a kick out of that. It's his favorite, one of his favorite albums, if not his favorite.
Yeah, I always got good taste.
And he responded to me very quickly with his top 5 favorite albums of all time, or top 5 best, and a top 5 honorable mention. I was like, that's a pretty solid list. And he's like, do it for Monday. I'm going to send it to everyone else. I was like,
Got it. Okay.
So that's where we all got thinking about it. And I had one of my 5 was Bob Marley Live, this concert from 1975, which is incredible. And BC, what was yours?
Exodus.
Exodus is a really good album.
Song's actually on.
Exodus is really good.
I wouldn't know that.
Kaya is really good. Yes. Kaya is a great album. All right, so Lakers Summer League, the schedule is out, and it begins July 10th versus the Thunder.
Okay.
Then 11th versus the Mavericks.
Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag.
Is he really going to play?
Play.
Come on now.
He ain't going to be in. He might be there watching, but he ain't going to play.
Yeah, I don't think so.
July 14th versus the Clippers. And then the 16th versus the Bulls. And the 5th game is TBD. And we'll get a look at the two-way players, Peter Suter, A.K. Arekake? I'm going to keep butchering that dude's name. Apologies in advance.
Just say AK.
AK. He's the other AK in LA. And Robbie Avila, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's got a lot of people excited.
What? That's a real name?
What's his real nickname?
His nickname, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, in college last year.
Really?
Yeah, as in Kareem, C-R-E-A-M, because he's a white center who wears goggles.
Okay.
So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And then also, obviously, Cameron Carr, the Lakers' first-round pick, who hopefully within the next half hour or so we're going to have on. He has been introduced. It's probably underway right now by the Lakers. The trade was made
I was
official.
shocked that he was available then.
You know what's
He
funny?
was one of those guys in the draft process that really, like when I was on shows, our draft guys would be like, let me tell you about a sleeper. You know, they'd always come up with who's your sleeper in this draft. And he was always one of those guys mentioned.
It's funny for my unnamed podcast and also for Destination for LA Sports. We were doing a different draft preview, scouting report, stuff like that. Cameron Carr, whether I talked to Mike Garcia or whether I talked to Tyler Metcalf from No Ceilings, I didn't even ask about Cameron Carr because every mock had him so much higher than where the Lakers would be. It felt like a waste of time breaking him down and done some scouting intel since then. And the general consensus is sick athlete, great finisher, both at the rim and as a shooter. A lot of defensive potential in terms of he's got crazy long arms.
Yeah.
Needs to put on some weight. Like, I think
we saw him, we had an introduced. I was like,
Tyler Metcalf from No Ceiling said that he thought the single biggest reason that he slipped, and he thought there was a commonality with a few other guys who slipped, is just he's slight of frame, and especially with the playoffs the last few years, the physicality has really ratcheted up, that there could be some concerns that he wouldn't be able to handle it. But that being said, both Mike Garcia, Tyler Metcalf, everyone I've spoken to said this kid has a lot of potential, and on the low end could just be a really good 3-and-D role player.
He's certainly long. I mean, he's in a way I would compare him to Adu Thiero, right? Super long, athletic. Better shooter.
Much better shooter.
But the same vein, like that's what the Lakers have been needing for a long time. It's just athleticism and
absolutely
and youth and speed on the perimeter. So I mean, it's just they also need to be able to dribble and shoot and defend.
And I think right now, from what I understand with Cameron Carr, and hopefully we'll have him, we can ask him about these things. As a dribbler, he's much more of like a straight line drive guy.
That's
like
fine. He doesn't need that.
He's not much of a
You got Luka on your team.
Right. Exactly. You got Luka, you got Austin, you've got other guys who can play make. You know, it's really going to be key, like beyond the putting on the weight. Can he find ways to move off ball, move off screens? Like, frankly, a lot of the things that Dalton Connect has not been able to do. Like, in a lot of ways, this draft pick feels like a do-over on Dalton. Like, there are a lot of similarities between them coming out of college, including they actually spent a year together as Tennessee teammates. Another fun fact about Cameron Carr, his dad
he was in the dunk
contest. Lost to Kobe Bryant.
The year Kobe won it.
Yep.
That was in Philadelphia, I think.
Yep. But it's also, I
Interesting.
I asked Tyler about this, and he thought it was a real positive just that he was raised by somebody who played in the league. And there's like so much that you're prepared for just because your father was there.
Yeah.
And it the transition is difficult regardless, but it makes at least a piece of it easier.
Well, one of the things that I think the Lakers have tried to improve upon, and I think they have improved, especially in this is just, I mean, JJ's done this for 2 years. It's still early, but under this regime, at least, is drafting and developing talent. They part of the reason they haven't had speed and athleticism and depth organizationally is because they missed on draft picks. The guys they drafted just didn't hit. And is that on the guy? Is that on your developmental system? Is that on scouting, which they didn't really have much of a scouting department. So this is what's got to change. Like the Bronny is a hell of a success story. Bronny played meaningful minutes in a playoff game. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
He was taken as sort of a favor to his dad. Okay. But I don't think his dad said, please take Bronny. They just know that that's something LeBron would have wanted. Right?
It's one of those things you don't have to. I mean, like,
you don't have to ask.
You know that it's what he wants because you're not going to surprise LeBron with this. Like, hey, surprise! You drafted your.
I think
kid.
there was an expectation. There was, but I know LeBron didn't officially ask. That was never like
you don't have
please. Yeah, you don't have to. But he's developed into a player that's not just getting, minutes because of who his dad is. JJ would not put him out there in a playoff game, in a real playoff game that mattered in Houston, if he didn't earn those minutes. And I think that's a testament to him, but also the Lakers development staff.
Yeah, but it also speaks to, though,
what's been missing.
What's been missing and why it is really important that Cameron Carr hits.
Yeah, look, why was Miami in like the Lakers called on Giannis, but they didn't have anything that Milwaukee would be interested in. It's not that Miami had such an amazing offer. They just had a depth of offer. Like there was this idea like Miami could have, a lot of Miami had Khalil Ware. Well, he was a maybe 10th overall, something like that. Some like late lottery kind of pick. Jaime Jaquez, he was drafted right in and around where the Lakers picked. Was that the year of Connect?
They picked Jaime Jaquez, I believe.
Or is that Hood Schifino?
No.
Was it right? I think it was right after the Lakers.
Yeah, Jaime Jaquez, I want to say, was a pick behind JHS, and Tristan Da Silva was one pick behind Dalton.
Okay,
so
and Da Silva's been a pretty good player in Orlando.
I mean, he's an NBA player. He's been a rotation player for a team that went to the playoffs.
Yeah, so it's in Dalton's issues. Okay, is that on Dalton or is that on the Lakers and how they've developed him? Some of that is just he was put in that trade. I don't think he's ever been the same since. Some of that is defensively. He's never progressed. Those other issues that he hasn't dealt with. But he hasn't gotten a chance to play, really.
Well, one of the things, though, that I think is really interesting about Dalton, and it will be very – I am assuming that the Lakers did not work out Cameron Carr. I asked a little bit around it. Nobody seems to think that they did. It could be wrong. But there was no expectation that Cameron Carr would be available for them. So it wouldn't shock me at all if they didn't work him out, didn't interview him, whatever. That happened definitely with Dalton Connect because Dalton had been projected as a top 5 to 10 pick. They had no reason to, and then he kept falling to them. And I do wonder, this is something my brother Brian has actually theorized this, and I think it's a good theory. Had they have been able to work out Dalton and interview Dalton, they might have been able to recognize some of the reasons that he might not translate the way he did at Tennessee because they have asked him to do things different here than what he did at Tennessee. He was much more on ball. Here he needs to work more off ball, off screens, like follow along plays. And I'm not saying that, that Cameron Carr is necessarily a risk the same way, but he is going to be asked.
Every first round pick is a risk. Every draft pick is a risk.
But I meant more just the idea that
like the Lawrence Frank has earned some kudos on social media. At least he gave this answer of how they scouted Keaton Vogler. Was it Wagler? Wagler. It sounds like it should be Vogler, but it's Wagler. Their 5th overall pick. Well, yeah, they were able to go extremely deep on him because they had a pretty good sense of who was going to be taken ahead of him. And then all they had to do is consider him amongst a group of...
Yeah, there was a consensus top 4 guys.
And
who do we like best?
Yeah. And so they were picking at 5, and then they had a group of, I don't know how deep they went, maybe 10, 15 guys that they considered in that role. and they went really deep in terms of the scouting and evaluation process. And his answer at his press conference was really good and interesting, and everybody on social media was like, "Wow, what a great example!" Like, yeah, but that's also because they knew kind of where the draft started.
Yeah,
they were right there at number 5, and they had the first pick of the rest.
Yeah, what ultimately I think, because again, Cameron Carr played a lot more on ball in college at Baylor. And really, you're going off one awesome year.
Yeah,
because his 2 years at Tennessee, he did not play a lot. He was also hurt for some of it. I think the Lakers are likely going to be using him in different ways than he was used at Baylor. Like, he didn't play off ball as much at Baylor, though the times that he did, he showed potential. They need to make sure that their development process, is really clear with the ask. Like, they're really explaining clearly what they want from him. There needs to be patience. I think they also have to make sure that they're not trying to squeeze a square peg into a round hole. And, like, okay, if there's certain things that he does really well, let's try to at least tailor a little bit to his strengths. But I'm excited about him.
Yeah, I've heard his name mentioned as a really interesting prospect by people who would know, who really follow college basketball and who follow scouting. So,
well, hopefully we will
get to talk to him.
Hopefully we'll talk to him at some point today, or Super Crosstalk, or maybe on Travis and DeMarco. But coming up next, Game of Games, and it is my game, Momo.
Wow.
I got us a game. I'm excited about this.
Andy games. Super random.
Sometimes they are.
Sometimes they're good.
They are.
Sometimes they're very obscure.
Maybe this one will be a little bit of both. 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Ice Cube's joining us here on DeMarco and Trav.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Of all the amazing things that you've been a part of, where does opening up the World Series against the Yankees kind of land for you? And then on top of that, coming out after they won the World Series again and you get to bring out the trophy, just where does that fall?
It's extremely high. You know, I've been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I got a star on the Walk of Fame, you know, hands in the concrete at the Chinese man. But, you know, as a fan of the Dodgers since I was knee-high to a horsefly, I was, you know, just fanning out inside. I had to keep it cool and rock the house, but I was like, this is the coolest thing that's happened to me in a long, long, long time.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
Los Angeles, your Rams have reloaded, and they're ready to kick off their 2026 campaign. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett joins reigning MVP Matthew Stafford to lead the Rams in massive matchups against the Bills, Chiefs, Cowboys, Packers, and more. To experience every matchup live and enjoy home playoff ticket access, plus interest-free monthly payment plans and stadium event pre-sale access, visit therams.com/2026. Again, that is therams.com/2026. Get your Rams season tickets today.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani.
Call Jacob.
Call Jacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
ESPN LA Summer of Soccer coming to Pico Rivera tomorrow. Watch matches with us all day at the World Spirit Festival on historic Whittier Boulevard. ESPN LA on site, 12 to 7 p.m. Giveaways, great food, entertainment, family activities, and soccer fans from across the community. Follow at PR_WSF for details. Time for Game of Games. Intern Frankie is going to be joining us.
How's it going?
Excellent. His
Going.
debut.
We're almost gone.
And to begin this thing, happy 71st birthday to actor Gere Watanabe, best known for his role as Long Duck Dong in the movie 16 Candles.
I love that guy.
Right.
I love that guy.
Yeah, it is a really great, endearing performance in a role that would not be written the same way again, which is for the best. There's a few things in 16.
Boy, I was hoping I was not going to have to save you there.
No. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
There's a few elements of 16 Candles that would get rewritten today, but I can tell you this, as the father of a 15-year-old daughter, she and her friends love that movie, and they love the canon of John Hughes.
All right, I love John Hughes.
So, with that in mind, we're going to play some John Hughes movie trivia.
You have no chance.
Let's go.
No, yes, he does, because you can always guess.
Okay,
you can always
got it.
guess.
Okay.
You're
not the demo.
The first hit movie of John Hughes' career was Mr. Mom, which he wrote. The original director, Stan Dragotti, is someone you've likely never heard of, but a future A-list director was offered the movie early in their career and turned it down. Who was that director? Ron Howard, Penny Marshall, Rob Reiner. Ron Howard, Penny Marshall, Rob Reiner turned down Mr. Mom. Momo goes first.
Let's go with Rob Reiner.
Frankie.
Rob Reiner.
Funchi.
I was going to go Rob Reiner, so I might as well just stick with him.
And BC.
Yeah, clean sweep.
Clean sweep, wrong. It is Ron Howard.
Ron Howard, really?
Right. He turned it down to do Splash, and ironically, Michael Keaton turned down Splash to do Mr. Mom.
My God.
Okay.
Can't imagine those
Super
movies
random.
with those people.
So everybody zeros.
I feel like Penny Marshall would have done it, but yeah.
She would have done it well.
I met Penny Marshall a few times.
Oh, if you went to
Huge
Clipper
Clipper
games.
fan.
I was going to say, if you went to Clipper games, you saw
Yeah.
her.
You're on a payroll, that's why.
Oh my God! Don't bring this up again. This is
John
like a
Hughes.
Reddit page thing.
John Hughes also wrote the movie National Lampoon's Vacation.
Did he really?
Yep, with Chevy Chase taking the family across the country to Wally World. Everyone remembers the theme song Holiday Road. Holiday Road. It was written and performed by a member of an iconic rock band.
All right.
Who was it? Glenn Frey from the Eagles, Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac, or Daryl Hall from Hall & Oates? Glenn Frey, Lindsey Buckingham, Daryl Hall did Holiday Road. Frankie goes first.
Lindsey Buckingham.
Funchi.
For a fact, Lizzie Buckingham.
DC.
Glenn Frey.
Momo.
You really think you know this?
Yeah.
I think it's Glenn Hall.
Glenn Hall, or do you mean Daryl Hall or Glenn Frey?
Sorry. Daryl Hall.
Well, you're wrong either way.
Okay.
It was Lindsey Buckingham.
Is it really?
It's on my phone, yeah.
Why would you give it away then?
Hey, I'm just giving
I was
you guys
like, that's not a good Game of Games tactic. Okay.
Well, I mean,
if you know the answer, don't tell everyone you know the answer.
Yeah, but you might be faking it.
Okay, clearly he wasn't. Okay, but I wouldn't.
Either way, it was Lindsey Buckingham taking a break from arguing with Stevie Nicks to come up with this song. Next.
I don't know why anyone would ever argue with Stevie Nicks. But
I don't know either, but they argued a lot. They argued a lot.
Yeah, that's why he's not in the band anymore.
Nope. The game was inspired. Stevie Nicks is awesome. She is a goddess.
Yes.
The game was inspired, like I said, 16 Candles, which John Hughes, that was his directorial debut. The movie features Joan and John Cusack in small roles.
Okay.
And it is one of several movies that the Cusack siblings have appeared in together. How many total movies have they been in together? 5, 6, or 7. 5, 6, or 7 total movies the Cusack siblings have been in together. Funchy goes first.
Just think about 2 movies off the top of my head. I'm going to say 5.
BC.
Show me 6.
Momo?
6.
Frankie.
7.
Frankie takes the lead.
Wow, look at
7
you.
movies.
Let's go.
Class 6, 7.
Yeah.
Class 16 Candles, Say Anything, Broadcast News, Gross Point Blank, Cradle of Rock, and High Fidelity.
Okay.
I've had all the Cusacks, even in small roles. Speaking of John Cusack, so now it's Frankie 2, Funchy
I'm
1,
yet to
Momo
scratch.
and BC, still goose eggs. Speaking of John Cusack, he was one of the last 2 finalists for one of the roles in The Breakfast Club.
Oh.
Which role was it?
Whoa.
Bender, the role played by Judd Nelson.
Okay.
Andrew, the role played by Emilio Estevez. Or Brian, the role played by Anthony Michael Hall. The Judd Nelson role, the Emilio Estevez role, or the Anthony Michael Hall role. John Cusack was one of the last 2 finalists to play it.
Wow.
Momo goes first.
The one played by Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall, Frankie.
I'm going to go Bender.
Okay. DC.
Emilio.
Punchy.
It has to be either Judd or Anthony Michael Hall, so I'm going to go with Judd.
You are happy that you did
That's
because
right.
it was Bender. John Cusack was one of the last 2.
Okay.
Hughes wanted John Cusack, but he was overruled by the casting director, and John Hughes and Judd Nelson did not get
Yeah,
along.
the only one it wouldn't be was Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, they did not get
Yeah.
along at all while making this movie. Staying with The Breakfast Club, because
Okay.
I think it's John
I love
Hughes'
that. Well,
best movie.
also certain things that should be rewritten, but okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Ask Molly Ringwald.
Yeah. No, she said so. And
Yeah, okay.
Not everything ages well, but
Yeah.
but it is a good movie. I think it is a really good movie, despite
Oh,
what I...
such a good movie.
Yeah, despite
Just- yeah.
exactly what I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
The song Don't You Forget About Me
Oh.
was a smash hit for the band Simple Minds,
Yes.
but they were not the first artist offered to record the song written by a guy named Keith Forsey. Which of these rock stars turned down the opportunity to do Don't You Forget About Me? Billy Idol, Debbie Harry of Blondie, or the band Tears for Fears? Billy Idol, Debbie Harry, or Tears
Wow.
for Fears turned down Don't You
man.
Forget About Me? Frankie goes first.
I'm going to go Billy Idol.
Funchy.
Tears for Fears.
DC?
Tears for Fears.
How far am I behind?
You've yet to...
I know. So should I go for the loser?
Yes.
No, I can't do it. It's not in me. Tears for Fears.
Well, you might be doing it unintentionally
Really?
anyway. It's Billy Idol, Frankie.
Wow. Okay,
Frankie
well then I
is
might, yeah.
taking charge of this game. He was not the only artist who turned it down. It was offered to Brian Ferry from Roxy Music, Chrissy Hind from The Pretenders. She recommended Simple Minds. Her then husband was in the band. They originally said no, then came around, which was an excellent
Chrissy Hines
call.
should have just sang it herself.
I
She's
know.
awesome.
Well, she turned it down.
Wow, crazy. Okay.
Okay, so it's right now Frankie 4, Funchy 2,
Oh, I
BC
might as
and
well
Momo.
just try to lose.
In the movie Pretty in Pink, John Cryer's character, Ducky, nicknamed Ducky, is in love with his best friend Andy, played by Molly Ringwald. What is Ducky's actual first name? Samuel, Philip, or Norman?
You're too hard, Andy. Nobody knows these.
Well, Frankie does. Frankie's
Do
kicking
you actually
ass.
know any of these, or are you just guessing? We're all just guessing, right?
Oh, you know what? I think, are going to have to put the game on hold because I think we are getting... Are we getting Cameron Carr now? We are being joined right now. We're going
Okay.
to put this on hold because we are joined by the newest Laker, first-round pick, 24th overall from Baylor, Cameron Carr. How are you, man? Cameron, are you there? We're looking to get Cameron Carr. Having a little bit of difficulty with the connection. So let's wait a beat. Then otherwise I'll resume the game, and you guys can all try to guess what Ducky's actual name is. So we're going to multitask this. Funchy's on the phone right now. Okay, do we have him now? Okay, we've got him right now. Cam Carr, how are you? Cameron Carr, are you there? Cameron, how you doing?
Camera car is here.
There
Excellent,
we go.
man. Excellent. First of all,
That's a
congrats.
great intro right there. Cameron Carr's here like that.
I know. That's, by the way, Cameron, I think that's how you should introduce yourself in all interviews now. Just Cameron Carr is here.
I'm going to start doing that.
Camera car is here. I'm gonna just leave. I'm just gonna
You know
keep it
what?
like that.
That literally should be like my voicemail now. Ramona Shelburne is here.
All right.
Do it. Just that's awesome. I'm stealing that.
All right. So, Cameron, like a lot to get into, but what was it like for you going through that draft and then landing on getting drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers?
man, it was just a blessing, and the amount of excitement is I couldn't even express in the moment because it just didn't feel real, and it's still settling in. It's taking time, but the emotions are starting to finally hit me. I've said probably about 1,000 times, man, I play for the Los Angeles Lakers, and that just, it doesn't even feel real.
Where were you when you got the call? Like, did you expect the Lakers to draft you? Did you work out for them? Did you kind of know they liked you, or when you got that call, were you totally shocked?
Yeah, no. So I had talked to him a couple of times, and then they had called my agent at the table, and they're like, hey, like, yeah, you're about to get drafted by the Knicks, but you're really going to the Lakers.
Okay.
I walked up there, and so I was just, it didn't feel real. Like when he told me, like I just looked at him, and he's like, you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. It's just this is a childhood dream come true. So.
When you talked to him before, what did they ask you? I'm always curious what the Laker draft process is like. Just interviews, workouts, what kind of mental gymnastics did they put you through? Like what were their because every team has their list of questions they ask their draft picks.
Yeah, I don't think I should give away their secret sauce. I think that's unique to them,
For Laker fans, and I can tell you right now, there are a lot of them listening to you as we speak. For those unfamiliar with your game, Cameron, what would you describe as your biggest strengths, and then maybe the thing that you're working on most right now to improve?
Yeah, biggest strengths, athleticism, shooting the ball and making athletic plays, blocking shots, dunking the ball, and, of course, areas to improve, putting on weight, man, loving the weight room, going to live in there. So y'all will see a difference in my body. So
nice.
How did you get to be a good shooter?
Every single day, shooting against the best. I used to shoot against my sister every single day, and she used to beat me every single day. And so it's just, man, I feel like that motivation and drive to just beat her in shooting was so high. And so once I finally got her, then I was like, you know what, I might be a shooter.
All right.
You mentioned like the idea of being in the weight room, putting on weight on that frame. Like, is that something that you've had to deal with your whole career? Just because forgive me for saying you're definitely on the slight side. The athleticism's there, the skills there, but you're more slight than some of these other guys.
Yes, it's something that I've been working on. I'm a lot stronger than I look. I know I might be skinny. I'm representing skinny guards, but I'm strong though. I promise. It's something that I've been working on. I've been consistent about it, my eating, my lifting, and so of course just working at it every single day. You'll see a difference in my body, I promise. But it's just, man, just being consistent and being an everyday guy in the weight room and on the court.
When people ask you kind of what you are now versus what you want to be in 10 years, a lot of fans when they're trying to get an idea of what kind of player you are, like who's your favorite player? Who do you look up to? Whose skill set do you watch? Whose mixtape do you always study?
See, I'm gonna say this, but it's only because I'm a little biased. I'm in the Lakers gym right now, so I gotta say Kobe Bryant. That's, of course, everybody looks up to Kobe Bryant when it comes to skill set and mindset. So I'm gonna say him.
Okay, Cameron, I don't know if you're being sincere or you're sucking up to the fan base, but either way, right answer. That was a really
that was the best answer.
You aced this one, my friend. Like, you really did well. I wanted to ask you too, because you were, technically drafted by the Knicks, but then you were traded to the Lakers. This was all prearranged, but you have to go out on stage because of the stupid NBA rules wearing a Knicks hat. Have you gotten a Lakers cap yet?
Yeah, no, I did. I got a Lakers hat, like literally right after we were walking to go do sit in the back room, whatever, or do media. And I was like, well, I might as well just take one of these. I'm going to play there anyway. So
did you get a photo of yourself, at the ceremony, at all that in a Lakers cap? Because you're going to want that.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. Y'all will see good photos of me with a Laker hat on.
All right.
So this is a random question, but I think it's telling. What's your when you're on the court and you get hype? What's the play you make that gets you the most hype? Is it when you nail a three on somebody? When you block somebody? What's the play?
Ooh, that's a good question. What gets me the most hype? I'll be honest. I'll probably say playing defense and getting a steal or getting a deflection, diving on a loose ball at half court though. You got to think everyone's watching you guard one-on-one. I think that might be the best hype up. I dunk the ball, so I'm used to the dunk hype, but that's a different type of hype right there.
You have a favorite play that you did, in college or high school?
Ooh, I'll probably say my baseline dunk against Arizona State this year. That was a good little play right there.
All right, everybody right now listening, go immediately to YouTube, look up Cameron Carr dunk Arizona State. Last question for you. Have you heard from any of your new Laker teammates, or is anybody you're looking forward to talking with?
Man, they've all have shown love and reached out, and so it's been, man, great conversations, and I'm excited to get to sit down and talk with everybody and meet them. So, man, it's just a blessing to be here.
Are you in the group text yet?
I'm gonna keep stating that.
Like, are you in the team group text yet? In the group chat?
Nah, I feel like that's, as a team, I feel like you have to wait till the guy gets to the locker room before they can join the group chat.
That's right.
You at least got to play in a summer league game.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
That's coming up in July.
I feel like if I was a draft prospect and then like Luka Doncic just popped up in my phone, I'd be like, oh my God. Oh my God, is LeBron texting me right now? Like, did you have one of those yet?
By the way, in the YouTube chat for this interview right now, there's a comment. I saw that dunk, AK. Holy bleep, with like a shocked face emoji. Cameron Carr, new first-round pick for the Los Angeles Lakers. Everybody's looking forward to watching you in the summer league and then in the regular season. Congratulations, and thanks for the time.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, can I tell you, I have a cheat sheet now. So I've had a couple of started to talk to the front office guys, like, what do you ask draft prospects? Because I always think I'm an interviewer. That's what we do. We try to understand people, et cetera. And I've had a few people send me now some of the questions they ask draft prospects. They're good questions. That one I asked him, what's the thing that gets you most excited on the court? That shows me what you love, right? Mm-hmm. That's the kind of player you are. What kind of player do you think you are? Some of these are kind of hard, though. What was the biggest challenge for you in your life? That's a hard question, I think. Is it hard to motivate you? Do you view motivation as internal or external? That's kind of,
I don't know if there is a right or wrong answer. I think what they really care about is how you answer.
Yeah.
By the way, his responses with us.
Oh, really good.
They were really good. He seemed super, super comfortable. It seems like he's got a fun personality. We were talking before about Cameron Carr. I am looking forward to watching him play even before. Now I am super, super looking forward. What do we do with the game? Do we declare Frankie the winner?
I just say we can declare the intern the winner.
Frankie!
Yeah, you won.
There
you go. Your victory.
Wins in his first time.
I legitimately did not know any of those answers.
Okay.
Legitimately. Every single one was a guess.
I think it's the same thing with Frankie.
Just guessing.
Did you know any of them?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Funchy knew the Lindsey Buckingham one.
Oh, yeah.
Nevin,
I like
Nevin
John
is
Hughes
listening.
movies. Yes.
I did too, but I don't think liking John Hughes movies actually helped you in that.
I know.
Yeah, I got a few more.
The only one that kind of helped.
You didn't even get the Uncle Buck, did you?
I've got a few more questions that are related to Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ask one.
Okay.
We got a couple minutes in crosstalk.
The answer, and Marcus Grant joining us right now.
And I got to go over Hyundai of
We got to go to break first. We got to go to break, and then we'll do crosstalk.
Oh, do we? Okay. I might leave. I have to go to Hyundai of Glendale.
Okay, Super Crosstalk / Game of Games coming up next, 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Men, your health is the real MVP. Providence reminds you that many of the top health risks men face can go unnoticed. But annual checkups, screenings, and knowing your numbers can make all the difference. From staying active and eating well to prioritizing sleep and mental wellness, small steps can have a big impact. Providence brings together the best minds in men's health, keeping you in the game with trusted, compassionate care. Take control of your health like I did. Learn more at Providence.org. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, California. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in California. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every single minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in California, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code LA710, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code LA710 in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim, issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
It is a half crosstalk, perhaps half continuing game of games. And it is all me and Marcus. Momo had to jump out, and we are waiting for DeMarco Farr.
Yeah.
But me and Marcus Grant here right now. Want to make sure everybody knows that Game of Games, however abbreviated, whether we continue it or not, presented by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline, the only number LA trusts after an accident, 800-345-6789, 800-345-6789. Marcus, how are you?
Doing good, man. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Were you able to hear any at all of the John Hughes trivia?
No, I did not. And so I'm curious because I am so on John Hughes movies. I feel like I may do a lot of swings and misses here.
Okay, well, I left everybody hanging. Ducky's real name is Philip.
Okay.
Ducky, John Cryer's character in
Right.
Pretty in Pink, who's in love with Andy Molly Ringwald.
Yep.
His first name is actually Philip. Philip Dale. Also, you'll appreciate this. You've got the sound cue. You know, in Pretty in Pink, there is the iconic scene where John Cryer, Ducky, does that record store dance to Try a Little Tenderness.
Yes.
The Otis Redding song.
Mm-hmm.
That was not the original song. I learned while doing research for this. Not the original song that was going to be used. They ended up using Try a Little Tenderness because the first song that they wanted to get, they could not get the rights.
Okay.
It was, do you remember State of Shock? The Jacksons with Mick Jagger.
Oh, yeah.
Play it. That is a vibe shift.
It is a vibe shift. Yeah.
That scene does not work with this song.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to imagine it in my head and not with John Cryer as Duck.
No.
No.
And also, too, Try a Little Tenderness. Part of the reason it works is that songs had staying power.
Yes.
Respectfully to Mick Jagger and the Jacksons, legends, all of them, this song has not had staying power.
No. It is one of those moments in time.
Oh, it's
right?
very 1985.
Right? It's very much a moment in time.
It reeks of mid-'80s.
Yeah.
I got a few more. Ferris Bueller, in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, his friend Cameron wears a Gordie Howe Red Wings jersey, despite the movie being set in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many goals Gordie Howe scored in his career? Your choices are 894, 801, or 766.
Okay, so I would say the first number that jumped into my head was 850, so I'm going to go 894.
Oh, you're close. It was 801.
Ah!
He's third all time in the goals scored, NHL all time, behind Alex Ovechkin and the great one,
Wayne Gretzky, yeah.
Also, in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, there was an on-screen couple that actually became a real couple after the filming of the movie.
Really?
Yes. Was it Matthew Broderick and Mia Sara, who plays Sloane, his girlfriend? Jennifer Grey and Charlie Sheen. Remember, they have their police station interaction.
I love that one.
Why are you here?
Drugs. Charlie Sheen really having to work hard in research for that role.
Right.
He apparently stayed up for 36 hours straight to have a look.
It looked like it, yeah.
Which he might have been doing anyway, regardless. Or Cindy Pickett and Lyman Ward, who play Ferris's parents.
I'm going to go Pickett and Ward.
True.
Yeah.
They met on the set. They had never met before, and then they ended up getting married, and then unfortunately they were divorced in 1992. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It is a rated R movie, primarily because of Steve Martin's rental car kiosk rant, where he drops a number of F-bombs in like under a minute. How many F-bombs? 16, 18, or 20?
I'm going to go, let's go big, go 20.
Close. It was 18.
18, okay.
18 in a minute, and then it's capped by Edie McClure saying, well, you're effed. But that 1 minute is basically why
it's rated R.
Is rated R. Home Alone. Joe Pesci plays Harry, one of the two wet bandits who break into Kevin McAllister's house. Pesci won an Oscar for his performance as Tommy in Goodfellas, my all-time favorite movie. One of his Goodfellas co-stars turned down the role of Harry that eventually went to Joe Pesci.
Okay.
Was it Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, or Samuel L. Jackson? De Niro, Liotta, or Samuel L. Jackson was originally offered the role of Harry, one of the wet bandits.
I'm going to say Ray Liotta.
It was De Niro.
De Niro?
De Niro was...
De Niro and Daniel Stern as the wet bandits.
It's different.
It's very different. It's a little more intense.
Although nobody thought Midnight Run that De Niro and Charles Grodin would be so
comedy
good together.
Classic.
It's really
absolute comedy classic.
It is a stone cold classic.
Yeah.
And then my last one, this was the tiebreaker if needed. In Weird Science, when Wyatt and Gary come home drunk from being out at the club with Lisa, Wyatt's older brother Chet, Bill Paxton, blackmails Wyatt to keep from telling their parents.
On the telephone.
I'm talking about on the telephone.
Telephone.
Okay. $175 in crisp bills is the blackmail amount. That was in 1985. According to USinflationcalculator.com, how much money is $175 in 2026?
I'd say like $611.
I'm going to go 705.
Funchy wins. You both went over, but it is $545.04.
Wow.
So that was my entire John Hughes-averse game.
All right. That's cool. So like $545, is that what it is?
Yep. And 4 cents.
You know what? I mean, look, if somebody I don't know. Even high school, like if you bribe me $175, I'm fine. But $500, I'm probably gonna keep quiet.
Going to another John Hughes movie at Home Alone. People were trying to add up the 10 pizzas that they ordered in the movie, how much it would be today. Like how much 10 pizzas, 10 large pepperoni pizzas or whatever.
Depends where you're ordering it from, right?
Right. I guess it depends on where you're ordering
I mean, these
from,
were the suburbs of Chicago. It was probably pricey pizza.
Right.
Yeah. So people are like trying to say it'd probably be like $500, $600 nowadays or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, you're not getting any, like, like Little Caesars used to do the 2 for
$1
$1
$5. Yeah, you're not getting $5
the
pizzas.
$5 hot and readies. Yeah, like you're not doing that.
No.
They left him alone multiple times.
Right, like after the first time you all right, maybe like the second time, then Child Protective Services needs to get involved.
You know what's funny? Actually, I was talking earlier about how I got my brother and I got Gary Oldman for an interview for our old ESPN LA podcast. We also got Liam Neeson. And it was, I want to say it was definitely when he was promoting Taken 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually asked him, do you think there will be a Taken 3? And he said, no, at this point, it's kind of becomes me just being a bad family member because I'm just clearly ignoring all these different family members. Guess who ended up doing Taken 3?
Yeah, of course. The money talks. By the way, if you watch Home Alone again, I mean, I watch it every year for Christmas, right? And I'm reminded every single year that the McAllisters are generally unlikable people. Like, as a group, they are unlikable. Like, they don't like each other. They don't seem to like outside. They just are a really miserable group of people.
Explains a lot why they left their one child behind and didn't even notice. Tune in tonight, 6 p.m. for the Road to the Cup on ESPN LA. Dave Denho, Mario Ruiz bring you the latest news, previews, and reaction from soccer's biggest tournament and biggest matchups. Road to the Cup, powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer in locations near you. Coming up, Travis and DeMarco. I will be playing the role of DeMarco Farr for probably about half an hour. You
don't look like DeMarco.
I do not look like DeMarco.
Hey, you sure don't.
A bunch of different levels. We can break down all the reasons I do not look like DeMarco Farr. Coming up next, Marcus is going to take over the show, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark